Just pretend to click.
Hello, internet friends. Special message to Thomas. I don't have the clicker. He'll know what that means. Welcome to Quests in Cthulhu. It is Saturday night, and we're so glad you are spending part of your geekend with us. We really appreciate it. Quests and Chaos. I hope you guys got to join us on Halloween or check out the VOD. Alondra was here in the least comfortable chair, running Delta Green, and no guns were involved.
Nope.
Not one gun. Yeah.
I love it.
I got to try to kick a door.
Ooh.
Try.
Did you?
Well, I kicked it quite effectively.
Oh, okay.
But ghosts.
But ghosts.
Oh, but
ghosts.
ghosts.
Yeah.
Ghosts really mess with doors.
Especially butt ghosts.
What?
I said but ghosts.
Yeah.
Oh.
So then he made a joke.
Yeah,
It's right there.
We are all about the malpropisms today.
That's right.
No, that was an entendre, not a...
Sure. Let's keep going.
Just run on past that one.
Somebody's got to get to the Google Doc.
I got it ready.
We still, because we haven't changed the copy, have too many copies of the Ultimate Guide to Harvesting, Foresting, and this time the Oxford Comma and Natural Discovery from Nord Games. Natural Discovery was like when you found that National Geographic in your, like...
Off camera,
That was
our
fantastic!
producer just like straight up
That was
shut it down.
Shut it down.
There was a trajectory, and we just off camera, we just hear no.
That was fantastic. I'm going to buy one of the books just for that. That was fantastic.
You should.
That was...
But you can go to shop.questsandchaos.com, even though Thomas tells you not to. In fact, maybe because Thomas tells you not to.
Yeah, do it despite him.
Yeah, show him who's boss here.
Hanging in there?
He's not the boss.
You
If I exude blue,
Yeah, someone's exuding pink right now.
that's cherry. You're crying.
I have added now, making Rin do a spit take, making Thomas scream no from the control room. These are goals, people.
Yeah.
This is the bingo
You
card.
succeeded in one of them.
Yeah.
Is this like you're gonna be on your deathbed? Here are the things I accomplished.
That was pretty fantastic.
That was solid.
Just the totally, utterly involuntary. No,
There was so much disappointment in his voice.
Yeah, he was
That's
really-
what caught
Could
my...
I get Thomas to just run in here and tackle? What would I have to do?
I mean,
Not a lot, I don't think.
Now you have to take it to another level, but that's the
Yeah, sure,
that's
sure,
my brain.
I
went.
have goals now.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Our
You're done with the bits. You're not gonna none of that anymore.
what?
Yeah.
Well, he's already gotten it in
Your
the
goals.
mug.
It seems like you have loftier things to strive for.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
That is
breath.
like
Ow.
that was a balm to my soul. Like hearing someone off camera just this kind of no, that it's not going to get any better. That's just
That's it for tonight, everyone.
Yeah.
Yep.
Thank you.
I'm glad you tuned in.
I want that all the time now. It's become
no. Keep going.
Yeah. Okay. Come down off the high.
not the same as that.
Back to reality.
Our tavern upkeep is at 62%, which is the highest it's been in a while.
Nice.
And wait, at the beginning of the month, whoa. Wow.
No, that's an accounting error. We need a bit to make
Roll
another
accounting.
accounting roll. Yeah.
But
Not me.
we're really trying to get our tavern upkeep to 100%. And we're going to have games coming up all through this month, except I think Thanksgiving week, not sure. But we have this session and another one, and then Fandelver?
No, Golden Vault.
Something. Golden Vault.
Keys from the Golden Vault.
Golden Vault's coming back. Alondra?
Yes,
yeah,
sir.
Alondra will be back in the least comfortable chair, leading some people playing. I mean, D&D. Okay. I'm
Hey,
gonna
there's hardly
come.
any combat, and we mostly just muck around.
Yeah.
We do
There's hardly any combat. Yeah.
You find the bathrooms and you unionize the minions.
Yeah, very little dice rolling actually, and every so often you'll come across a mayor who's also a pig.
I'm gonna come, be in there, and every time someone says D&D, I'm gonna go, no. probably my. Although I'm probably a lot louder in there than Thomas is.
I
because
imagine
he's a
so, yeah.
professional.
I'm just saying, Golden Vault, you should give a pass.
I will. Yeah.
Yeah.
But you viewers shouldn't give it a pass.
you
It's gonna be
should watch
really
it.
great.
Do you enjoy the Dungeons and the Dragons? Well, then you should watch.
I do love dragons.
Do you want to hand off political
like
decisions?
I
to
have
a
some
pig?
good news for you about tonight. Then.
Yay! I'm so excited.
If our tavern upkeep gets to 75%, I will go back into the Tub O Games and pull out some very dusty and probably weirdly spidered gaming paraphernalia to give to one of our Patreons. If we get to 100%, something else will happen. The channel will do something good. But the 75%, I'll take care of that. And that's just to say thank you to our Patreons and to our viewers.
Why not?
We have some bits.
Ooh.
Bits.
Bits.
But-
Bits.
It's my buddy Cheesecake Fries.
Hey. Oh, making it rain.
Make it rain, cheesecake. Make it rain.
That is 4 bits to me
That you have to spend in the next 2 sessions.
to bribe for my favor. I'm going to give them to Alondra.
Oh, pass them on.
Yes. If that's okay with cheese. You know. I might use them.
Yeah, you might.
You never know.
If not, you'll pass them to her like a torch.
That's right. That's right. Thank you so much, Cheese, for all of your Patreon bits. We really appreciate it. And all of our Patreons. Patreons, don't forget, after this show, we have an after show just for you. Last Call of Cthulhu.
And
where
the legendary return of the pants.
The pants have returned.
Fans have returned.
I am
What
proud.
those are, but that you dare call those pants. Whatever that ensemble is.
We are all pleased that Dane is once again wearing.
He didn't do it on purpose that time.
It's funny because he never does it on purpose.
We're making it
I love
manifest.
you too, Asia. No.
We were going to get out of Trieste tonight, maybe. But,
Maybe.
you know,
Are we playing tonight?
that's the running theory. We only got 2 sessions before the end of the year.
Yeah. Well, we're just glad he's wearing pants, honestly.
He's not wearing.
Wow. Hashtag spoilers.
But stick around for Last Call of Cthulhu when we engage in an epistemological debate over the nature of pants.
Ooh, I'm into it.
It's
Let's find out.
I'm not.
wow.
Find out.
Debate pants.
That's
You know, I'm just like everyone else. I put whatever I have on one leg at a time.
Y'all really want to walk home tonight,
how many
don't
legs do you have?
Let's find out.
All right.
Hey, we're playing Call of Cthulhu, right?
Yeah.
Hey, family friendly, buddy.
I don't know what you're talking about.
So yeah, stick around, Patreons, for Last Call of Cthulhu, which will by that time we'll be tired, so we might make more sense.
I think we're already
No.
very, very.
We will be
tired.
more punch drunk because we'll be more tired.
I think we make more sense when we're not keyed up.
Fair
Personally.
enough.
I think that's it for the announcements. Thank you, everybody, for
Thank you.
watching and being around. So let's talk about what happened last time.
Well, it's very simple. We were interrogated by fascists who took us to a cave system and forced us onto a train to talk to some dragons.
That is the most succinct replay I have ever heard. Well done.
And we did not all give slightly different stories to said fascists.
Yes, we did.
And one of us did not go trompsing through the wild, getting in touch with their
we did.
wolf spirit animal.
Somebody
I have
did do
no
that.
idea what you're talking about.
That's why I said it didn't happen.
And we met a very pleasant tour guide named Carlo,
Yes,
who
it's
we're not going to let die.
no,
Oh, he's dead.
Don't say that.
already dead.
And I gave my knife to the guy who's going to deal with the dragon.
Who's going to stab you with it?
He's not going to stab me
In the
with
back.
it. Something bad's going to happen to him.
So we're on a train in the middle of a...
That's floating down, and Charlie.
Oh, that's right. We're off the tracks. At that point.
Charlie got a quick warning, and he yelled for everyone to hang on right before we started floating.
Yes.
So yeah, you went into the cave for the tour, along with a half dozen fascists. You know,
How's he do?
Oh, Garibaldi.
a fascist dozen.
yeah,
Oh no, Udo.
Oh,
brace.
no. Udo.
I think it's a brace of fascists.
Yeah. Garibaldi.
Garibaldi.
And
Is he bald?
no, No. He's got slick back, very slick back.
It's a Babylon 5 reference, right?
I think so.
I have no idea.
And
Oh, you'd watch Bob.
you know that there are Brotherhood of the Skin in this cave as well.
Oh, right. There's 3 or 4 reanimated dead people.
Yeah, like skin zombies.
It's been alluded to, but I don't think we. All we know is that
Scumbies.
the thing that was invisible fell down onto the top of the center car and put a huge dent. Went up and tried to stab it with a knife, and it moved, and I had enough of that, and I gave my knife to Garibaldi. And
It wasn't Garibaldi, it was your other friend.
Yeah.
You were hanging out
No,
with.
no, I brought it up because my other friend was hanging in the back. Then I asked for the knife, and I brought it up to Garibaldi.
Yep, he's
Well,
got it
after
now.
I tried
He's
to
got the
stab
knife for now.
And
yeah.
as soon as he was trying to stab it, the train went off the tracks. There has also been a grenade thrown, so there is no track behind you. A bridge has been blown up by the fascists.
Good job.
Why did they do that?
Well, fascists hate bridges. It's a well-known fact.
Yeah.
Natural.
National enemy of the fascists is a bridge.
There's only one way to go now, forward.
Ooh.
No way out but through.
Certainly wasn't a plot device of any sort. Not like we're being railroaded.
Literally.
Well, we're off the rails.
Yeah.
We're being
as
picked up
usual.
by dragons.
So, everyone except Charlie is going to need to make me a dexterity roll.
I need to make it.
Do they
I
get-
mean, you should
Do they
make
get
it.
a bonus die because I yelled out a warning?
Sure,
Charlie did
I'll give you a
bonus.
bonus die. Yeah.
Charlie did bonus.
But if they get a bonus die, the fascists get a bonus die too.
Sure.
We're all
care.
getting eaten by dragons. I don't give a poop.
Even with the bonus die?
Okay.
Oh, sorry. It's the first or the
It's the
second
tens.
place?
Bonus
The
die would have
tens.
been worse. Just a
Worse.
regular.
All right. So, the train does not gently float off the tracks. It is picked up by a roaring cyclone of wind. And anyone who failed the roll, I'm going to make a couple rolls for fascists here. Okay.
I didn't make it.
Well, okay. Garibaldi, like, as soon as you say that, just lashes his arm around one of the poles, and he
Was
holds
close to
on.
me. That makes sense.
I'm going to make you an offer.
Okay.
You can either lose. I don't even know what you're holding, if you're holding anything.
Not really. No.
All right, well, then the offer is repealed. You can
Lose what I'm holding.
either be knocked off of the train, or you can be thrown to the ground and take damage.
I like getting beat up. I'll take damage.
All right. So you get buffeted by this wind, and you jam back into one of the benches, and you take 2 points of damage. Two of the fascists Wilhelm scream their way off of the train.
Not mine, right? Mine good?
Not mine.
I'll help mine out.
Oh, yeah, yours is gone.
Is there anything I can do to help him?
He goes, a knife! As he flies off.
Give him a knife. He wanted a knife.
My knife is up in the front. Is there nothing I can do to help him?
What did you
I
get?
just got a regular success.
I'm sorry. Do you want to help a fascist?
Well, now we have a thing going. I have a little rapport.
He's one of the good ones.
I'm not an asshole. He might be an asshole, but I'm not an asshole. Well,
You think about what you're saying
he's
right
not
now.
like he's Butters.
Wow! Holy shit!
What?
He's on a train. He doesn't
You know, my
like
morality wasn't as black and white as it used to be, but that made no sense.
Yeah, he
He's
goes.
done me no wrong.
He goes flying off. You hear splashes as a couple of
fine.
guys
Yeah, he fell
hit
in
the
water.
water.
Boss has never been lethal.
The train corkscrews down, which this train was not meant to do. You decided to take damage, so now make me a roll again with advantage to see if you stay in with the corkscrew. All right, yeah.
31.
No problem. Because it might be germane, our pal Water Bearer, 500 bits for the players. Oh, that was close.
That was close.
Thank you.
Thank you, Water Bear.
As you destroy my dice arrangement.
I don't like orderly things.
I know.
I'm gonna make a motion sickness roll.
All right. Okay. All
Oh,
right.
because you're not in the front.
This has happened. No, you made this exact joke before. And I was doing the exact same thing.
Oh, that's good.
No, it's okay. I brought it up.
It's getting old.
I brought it up. No, you get one more. You get one more.
I get one more. Everyone gets
How do I get
You've got
more than that?
as many as you want.
Don't listen to him.
But he said as many.
Don't listen to him.
That's like a lot.
Storyteller or Google Doc? Which
Here
one
you
are you
go.
gonna go with?
Rudy disappears from the Google Doc.
Why does my kill count go up? I didn't kill anyone.
What would you be more upset by if your kill count went down?
He's not looking at the Google Doc.
Butters came back somehow, like happily. I don't mind if he comes back in a bad way, but like.
Anyway, we're corkscrewing. I'm not motion sick.
All right, you all managed to hold on. The train will go into the water where there's like a typhoon effect as the water starts to spin around it. The fascists are all freaking out. They are screaming. You are alarmingly calm.
I'm probably
Yeah.
I'm hurt. Like I hurt. Like
Oh, you
I
poor
don't know.
thing.
I am near you.
two.
I think we're on the
Okay.
same card.
Right.
So I think that after, like, because of that amazing motion sickness roll I made, I think that I would like grab onto your
Yeah.
sleeve
Fair enough.
after like the corkscrew started happening.
Yeah, I'm probably just like.
Yeah.
Okay. And the train is then deposited on its side on a beach. And
I love beaches.
all along this beach are countless very mistreated objets d'art of any kind you can imagine. Statues, there are books, there's old furniture. It's all kind of slimy and dripping with that same kind of limestone wetness that you saw in the house in Trieste. Some of this stuff is completely covered. It's got a patina of like limestone because
Like a
it's
shell.
been here so long. And there is just, as far as you can see, which in the dark is not that far, but this is the greatest museum you've ever seen.
Erna's getting excited.
And
It sounds pretty cool.
there is no archival care taken at all. Like, books are just laying there open to the elements and scrolls and that sort of thing. The fascists are trying to regroup. They're like trying to like get everything. Carlo, he's like, we shouldn't be down here. This is I don't know how to get back up there. There's not a stairway.
Carlo, what are all these things down here?
I've never been down here. I didn't know this was here.
In fairness, it wasn't exactly our choice to come down unless you think we made the train fly somehow.
So there wasn't like some sort of tradition of throwing art down into the cave that you know of? I don't know.
Who does? No, he doesn't. Nobody's throwing paintings off of the train.
Obviously someone is, because there's a lot of these things down here.
Yeah, what's that? Hey, is anybody else really cold? You are not.
I know I'm not. Which is why Charlie is just carefully not saying anything.
Anna's taking off her wool gloves and putting on cotton ones to deal with some of this stuff.
Make me a POW roll.
I'm looking for small statuary.
Okay.
55 out of 75.
All right. You realize that you are wearing the amulet again.
Son of a bitch. Well, it saves me the effort of opening my corset to get it out again, so thanks, I guess.
And close scroll cases.
Sure.
And
You
just,
can make me a spot hidden.
Yeah,
Can I as well? Because
Yeah,
I'm
if
interested.
anybody who wants to can start going through stuff. Anybody who's not going through stuff, and make me a spot hidden roll.
Yeah, I'll look down, note the amulet, shove it down the front of my shirt, and then start looking around.
I'll make the spot hidden. I got a 12.
Okay.
I filled both.
oh, you beat me. I got a 13.
66 out of 82. That's
All right.
spot hidden.
So you find there is a lot of really interesting stuff here, but the work that would be required to free it from its pre-stalagmite nature would be hard.
It's just limestone.
Sure. The fascists brought some explosives.
Yeah, I'm gonna.
That is not the way to do it.
And restoring it would be a pain in the ass.
I mean, for some of the statuary?
Yeah, some of the
That-
statuary would be not that
But
hard.
something like a scroll case, I kind of don't care if the case gets destroyed. I'm curious as to what's preserved inside. So there's stuff where I don't care about either like, okay, like the stone around it breaking, I can be rough around that as long as I don't, and the statue's gonna hold firm. And then other stuff where it's like, the case cracks, I don't care.
You got a 12?
No, he got a 12, I got a 13. He just fucking one up.
All right, you got a 13.
One downs you.
So
Right.
you are going through here, and some of this stuff you're sure is valuable.
Oh yeah.
And all of this is real. It's all authentic. There are tons, like dozens of those little sightless fish crawling all along this stuff.
I'm sure they're delicious, but I have to focus.
You two, so you
Those are baby dragons, aren't they? Anyhow.
Probably.
you are vaguely aware of motion out in the water. You are acutely aware, and like the way that like waves come lapping up in a place where there's no current. You know, there is definitely movement out there, and it seems quite large.
There are very big things in the water. Don't go into the water, everyone.
You
Well, I
say
think
that, and Garibaldi will yell something in Italian.
No, stop yelling. They'll hear us.
And his men just open up on the water.
Oh, God.
They just start, and Carlo's like, no, don't stop. What?
There's like another side of the island, a little ways away from the.
I'm going to rush up urgently to Garibaldi and say, if you wish to make a deal with the dragons, then I recommend not shooting at them.
They will understand power. It's the only thing anyone understands.
You are a fool and idiot.
I very much doubt that'll hurt them.
After about 5 seconds, one clip basically, they all stop shooting and they're like looking out at the water scared, and they all start reloading.
I mean, I guess we can get back to Helmut to tell him
We tried.
that we tried his tactic.
Yeah.
And it failed, probably.
And you, actually everybody hears a roar in the water. The medallion!
Oh.
Give us the medallion!
Do we know what will happen if you do that?
Does the voice sound hurt?
It sounds different. It's not, so to be clear, this is not in your head.
Yeah, no, I'm
Everything
hearing
else you've
it.
heard was in your head.
Yeah. But it sounds more, I don't know, maybe it's because I'm hearing it with my outside ears instead of in my head, but he
Yeah.
sounds hurt.
Gosh, what?
You think emotionally? You think?
No, I think those
insulting?
guns might have actually done something.
Make me a, good lord, psychology roll.
Okay.
Psychology dragon.
Psychology the dragon. That is a 47 out of 85.
All right, it's a dragon. You have no idea.
No.
You would need a really
Can
good roll.
I
So
make a Cthulhu Mythos roll?
that is entirely appropriate here.
Okay.
It's also a bad. Well, you know what?
I understand this, and
How
I
do I still have 0 Cthulhu
Accept that.
Mythos? I love it.
Good decisions.
Yeah. Oh. Intentionally.
nope.
All right. I mean, all you can think of is these, dragons are ridiculous. There's no such thing.
Well, no, that's not true because I made a Cthulhu Mythos roll on these guys before. So I think it's just that I'm.
You know these are not dragons. You know these are some sort of spacefaring.
Space
Right,
dragons.
yeah.
They're called space dragons.
We're putting that on shirts.
So it yells medallion.
Medallion, yeah.
Do we know what'll happen if we give them the medallion? Like what they'll do with it?
No, but I've got a pretty good idea what they do if we don't.
I yell back, do you remember our deal?
Charlie, make me a POW roll.
I don't like the tone you said that in.
It sounds like a curious. I guess there's just
Yeah, a little bit. 52 out of 75.
All right. You like all of a sudden, unbidden, in your head, leaps the thought, I'm not giving them this medallion.
Ooh.
Okay.
Charlie.
That is no, You are not under any compunction.
But
just
I,
that
but I
thought.
want
Yeah.
to keep it. No, and it. Yeah, I.
Can we see
Yeah.
you like grab it or something?
No, because Charlie made the roll.
But
Well, you can decide.
Yeah,
But
I.
failing the roll would have been my precious.
Yeah.
I think that his hands kind of flex into fists at his sides a couple of times as he's just like visibly biting something back.
So we are giving it to them.
It didn't answer. Do you remember our deal?
The deal did not involve pain.
Okay, they're not visas.
We don't know them.
They kind of.
Garibaldi goes, we have hurt it. Now. And he turns the guns on you. Where is this medallion?
I went off to the side to pull stuff
Yeah,
out.
you're like digging at statuary while all of this is going on. You like peeked up and got interested with. He's lost. He's just like, this
Yeah.
is nice.
Well, I think that.
I could sell this.
Yeah, I failed my spot hidden roll on the archaeology, so this is, and it's good. Uncle Rudy is out of the line of
He
fire.
starts
This is
yanking on. You're like
Oh yeah, I'm
seeing
trying to
what's
get
loose.
stuff. Oh yeah, I'm-
Anybody got a pick?
I would like my knife back, but I'm not gonna ask.
I'm going to respond to them by saying, I'm not entirely sure it's available right now.
Okay. Everybody except Charlie, make me a strength roll as a hurricane buffets the beach.
I hold on to one of the pieces of statuary.
You actually get a bonus die.
Oh, good. It's a strength roll.
Yes.
I'm gonna need it because I'm going in some water soon. I'm wolf. No.
Jesus, did all of you fail?
Oh man. All right, so you are all blown over by a torrent of wind. Most of the fascists like lean into it and stay standing. And you have come under false pretenses.
We did not choose to do this. Not our choice.
I'm looking at Garibaldi and the gun that's leveled on me.
It is no longer leveled on you as he like fought against the wind.
Okay.
And now they're back pointing out at the water.
I'm gonna shift so that I'm far enough away from the rest of the group so that my people I don't feel like my people are gonna be in line of fire if they turn and shoot at me.
All right.
Because they might in a moment. And
I think you might find that your people keep shifting to be near you because that's how they are.
they're too good. They're too
But at this point, we're buffeted away. There is
Yes.
a moment where
Yeah.
you've got a gap.
I'm gonna call out. They brought us here as prisoners. They want to break the deal. I came here to maintain our part. We came here to maintain our part. These assholes with guns didn't.
End this! Give us the medallion!
We have a deal. And I don't think you can take it unless I give it to you.
Give it then!
Maintain your part of the deal. Give us the part of the simulacrum.
It is unimportant to us. One of your kind is already looking for it. You may take whatever you wish. Just give us the medallion.
Show us where it is. And, maybe deal with the assholes who shot you. They hurt you. We were not part of that. Do you see a weapon on me anywhere? I don't have anything except what you want.
You are a weapon.
Ooh, Charlie.
Well, I don't mean to be, and I'm not aimed at you, if that means anything.
The medallion.
Keep your end of the bargain.
You may take what you wish.
Where is it?
In the garden.
In the garden. What garden?
I start searching for it. I'll start like,
All right, yeah.
if there's anything that I can use to like chip away to like see deeper into things that are crusted or.
That knife would be super useful. Yeah.
I do have a wicked knife.
There you go. All
I
right.
take out my wicked knife.
Wicked.
Wicked. So yeah, you two now are going through this. There is a lot of statuary here.
Okay.
And nothing at first blush is a glowing blue body part.
Would it be glowing?
I mean,
Also,
could be
do we
glowing.
know which body part it is here?
I don't think we've
I think we
been told.
assume it's the head.
There's a
we?
way to find out.
How?
Want to hand me the knife?
Sure.
If you cut your
give
palm,
him-
I will end you.
It's a wicked, it's a wicked looking knife with the symbol of what's
Venice.
Venice.
And I'm trying to be on the other side, away from all the.
Yeah,
guns.
you're in the garden of
Just
statuary.
sprinkle some blood around.
All right.
Just casual. Like,
Yeah.
like,
I'm not
like,
going deep. I'm just getting a
like
little
Jackson
bit of-
Elias sprinkling milk back on the boat.
Make me a POW roll.
Can he have advantage since I'm helping him out, or?
How are you helping him sprinkle?
I
Some
gave
blood.
him the. I'll
that
start doing it too.
Wait, you cut your hand as well?
Sure.
It does hurt. All right, you can make a POW roll as well.
Regular success.
Regular success.
All right, so you
We start flicking.
you start
We
flicking.
just need the faintest hint of blue.
You
Assuming it's on this side.
How many gardens are there?
Might be a big
I mean, so you're now like getting off of what little light there is from the train. You're now in kind of the dark. So you're kind of like looking and hoping that you see something glowing, because that would be what the basically the main light source are those little fish that are
I
semi.
thought it was the lanterns that we brought.
I'll bet those went yeeted
Yeah,
at some
the
point.
lanterns did not make it through the. There
I'm
is
just hoping something glows blue in front of me then.
there is a tiny oil lamp on the front of the train that is still going.
Brave little lamp.
And it is like flashing up against the wall of the cave because the train is facing away from the water. And so that is the only light sort of up on the beach where most of you are. So you're now in the dark, basically like looking at statuary, blinking on
by.
things.
If those little fish start licking up the blood, I'm gonna.
I mean, they definitely like when something warm hits the ground, they kind of skitter over.
Yeah, well.
That's creepy. That's creepy as hell.
And they are, like I said, they're slightly luminescent. They don't light up a ton. Both of you make me luck rolls.
You make a luck roll? Oh, don't put this on me. Where's my luck?
Where it's always been.
Look for the low number.
Right on the. I just made it.
All right. So, what that is not a statue piece did you find that you really like?
Oh, something for. I mean, it's. I'd love to just get a nice piece of statuary that, like, I can easily carry. We're not talking about the simulacrum. We're just I find a nice little.
Yeah. So you find it. It seems like marble or alabaster.
Ooh.
Maybe ivory. You're not sure. No, you know what? Ivory.
I'm gonna
It's
seem way too excited about this, just so you know.
Yeah.
Did you find it?
Oh,
Did you
yeah,
find
yeah,
it?
he's like,
look, it's beautiful.
he
Back to
holds
the, back to
up-
the scrimshaw comment.
Yeah. So he holds up this carved piece of ivory.
What's it?
That
It's gorgeous.
Yeah,
it is.
This is solid ivory.
It is.
Yes, it's very beautiful, but
huge.
it's the wrong thing.
It's a unicorn.
This is a real unicorn. Is it a real unicorn?
It's a real
This is a
unicorn.
real unicorn. I was telling you. This is what they look like.
It
Oh, I
looks
got
to you
blood
like
on it.
it's a goat. It's like this super ugly, braying, mangy goat with a horn.
Real. Thank you, Ezra.
I'm just gonna frown and keep flicking
It's
blood.
too dark for me to see his frown. I'm assuming that frown
He's
is upside
excited.
down.
Yeah, he's as excited as you are.
I say
He's
nothing.
silent with joy.
I say nothing.
Both of you make me listen rolls.
Erna and Charlie.
Yes, Erna and Charlie, for our podcast listener.
Yeah.
I've seen the numbers for our podcast listener.
A critical success.
100, baby.
You
What?
hear everything.
Yeah.
Both ends of the spectrum.
All right, so you both hear, but only you whip around. You both hear a like, and
no.
you whip around, and you see one of the fascists disappear onto the roof of the train, and like as he's going, his neck just goes crack.
Ooh.
And it kind of looked like a wave of flesh just pulled it up
Oh
there.
no.
Did the fascists notice? Not yet. Although, make me a sand roll. They might notice.
Why do I have the Thomas the Tank Engine theme stuck in my head?
All right, yeah.
Catchy.
Because the British Thomas the Tank Engine is a cryptid horror.
Yeah.
Did the fascist that got strangled drop his gun?
Yes.
If nobody noticed,
Don't be a Klein. Don't be a Klein.
Too late.
No.
I was born a Klein.
That's the quote of the night.
Don't be a Klein.
Don't be a Klein.
No, I was
be
born
a
a
Klein.
Well, they're both good. I'm gonna try to sneak over and get the gun.
All right, you grab the you get the
There's a
gun.
lot going on.
And then get away from the train car.
Okay.
Or like,
Did you see a hint of a fez up there?
On the flesh wave.
That'd be really weird if this little fez just on this flesh blob. Anyhow.
I think
You have to draw this.
No, I don't.
I'm assuming
Working on this right now.
based on that's awesome.
That's right.
Based on Antonio's usual habits, I'm assuming he's not here right now because this is a dangerous
Yeah,
situation.
you don't see him.
Yeah.
He's out in some pasta eatery right now.
Yeah, he doesn't like
Yes.
he doesn't like scary
Manja,
situations.
manja.
I think, well, I don't know if Erna says this out loud, but she thinks to herself, like, God damn it, Father, if that's you. God.
You talk to your father like that.
Recently, I've been feeling that way towards him.
Yeah. You've been having a rough time.
Yeah, I have been having a rough time. But I think Erna's more concerned about Charlie than she is about whatever's going on with this thing. So
So you're gonna slide back over by Charlie.
or I'm,
Just scoot on up.
if a fascist tries to shoot Charlie, Erna's gonna try to shoot them first.
All right, so you're
she's
kind of
actually
brandishing
staying.
the gun and
She's
you're-
staying to the side, so she's not like she can see there's a standoff happening, and she's ready to strike at them if she feels like they're about to strike at Charlie. So I'm like, I got it ready.
All right, so you're at the ready. I'm gonna go around for what you're all doing, and then something's gonna happen. So what are you doing right now? With you're yelling at the dragons?
Basically yelling at the dragons, and I think that like the final like to end my turn, the thing that he says is, my friends are in danger. If you won't do something about it, and I'm a weapon, I will.
Okay. How close are you to the water?
Not far, I think. Maybe a couple of feet.
Okay.
Close
so
enough
you
that
are,
it's not splashing directly on my shoes.
Yeah,
but
you're like 10 feet away from the train, and you're close up to the water.
yeah.
Okay.
I'm.
You're still looking for
Yeah.
statuary, and you're like,
Or scroll cases.
okay. So the voice in the water just once again goes, the battalion! And one of the fascists goes, hey, where's Marco?
Oh no.
And they all start freaking out. And Carlo and the driver of the train, whose name I've forgotten.
I don't know if he had a name.
Oh no, you're right.
Carlo's the tour guide.
Tour
Yeah.
guide.
I don't think we got a name for
Well,
him.
Carlo is like pulling the driver away, and they are getting far away from all of this.
Good call. Yeah.
And that's when a horrible screeching sound from the top of the train, as it kind of looks like a person were stretched out in a one-dimensional, or two-dimensional, sorry, kind of one-dimensional, but in a sheet, like a flat
Moisturize
sheet.
me. Sorry.
Doctor Who reference.
Oh, I know.
Could not resist.
And this sheet is moving and undulating, and there's definitely the suggestion of a fez, like as this whatever this person has been completely flattened, and the fascists freak out. So what we're gonna do, this is not gonna be a combat or anything like that, is you're each gonna give me a skill and a vignette of how you're using that skill in this ensuing madness of fascists fighting cultists fighting maybe dragons, and what part you're all playing in that. So I'm going to start with a couple of things you see.
Okay.
One of the fascists just shoots the sheet, and the sheet like kind of recoils, and the fascist like haha, and like a stalactite breaks off the roof and just crushes the cultist. And somewhere Carla's like, I told you, you should not have done that. And one of the flesh cultists is choking one of the is choking one of the fascists and just like envelops him completely, and you know now there's like a person-shaped sort of mummy of flesh there, and somehow emerging out of the water are several of the people with tentacles, and they are wading into this fight, kind of ignoring you guys until you do something. So does anybody have a skill and a vignette they want to add? This is going to be a sort of a multi-level skill challenge where every success is going to get you closer to getting out of this.
I think I'm using my stealth to stay out of the fight as much as possible, and I'm like using bigger pieces of statuary and what are they called, like vestibules and things like that.
All right, make me a stealth
couch.
Make me a stealth roll.
You find a couch?
I found a couch.
Yeah, it's a divan.
Ooh.
A chaise.
That was not enough.
It's
All right.
not a good
you want a
situation. So
what?
How many coins do we have?
One.
We don't.
So-
do that.
So what happened? Why didn't this work?
So I think, I duck behind like a particular large piece of furniture, and my hand goes into a nest of the little fish
Oh,
things,
yeah.
and I just like, "Whoa!" and I like flip over, and my feet go, and I splash into the water.
Oh, I love it. I love it. Okay. Anybody else got a roll?
the problem is I don't have anything that would work as a weapon.
You don't need to. I mean, you could just look for the. You could do like
have
hide
a
hidden and
knife.
look for the.
I don't have a knife because I gave the knife.
You a knife.
Yeah, he gave you the
I
knife.
can't really use a knife. I need something. I have it as a tool, but not as
I
a
don't
weapon.
really have a dead weapon. I don't really have a
You have a knife. I can't use a knife.
I can't really. A knife is like things are desperate. I'm not going into the middle. I'm looking for something because this is going back to like the leg. Like if I found an enchanted leg here, I could use that. I'm looking for something potentially magical or sword-like. So like with a power roll or.
You're being a real Rick right now.
Well, I can't. I'm not good with a knife. I can use it as a tool.
Make me
It's just a short
spot hidden roll.
sword.
It's a
It's a short.
very, very.
It's a short
It's a
sword.
tiny sword.
Yeah.
All
Just
right.
make it.
So, I mean, you find a weapon. Did you got a regular success?
It's a regular success.
So yeah, there is a mainly ceremonial sword, but it's a sword. But it's getting it out of it's kind of stuck in the scabbard.
Yep.
So you can start working on that.
Encrusted.
Begging has come in
sword.
to play
Oh.
here.
As it often
You have your
does.
wicked knife. I have my encrusted sword.
Our friend Gangrel Claws.
Hey.
Oh.
500 bits. This might come in handy.
Oh, yours is very close.
Yeah.
That one was close.
Oh, you're getting very close.
You hate the
You're
doink.
getting better.
You
You
hate the
are.
doink.
You are getting better.
You know, the Malcolm Gladwell 10,000 hours is.
And water
enough.
too. I appreciate that, and not the beer.
So that is one success towards this. So either of you have roles you want to, ways you want to do this?
You did a spot hidden? Mm-hmm. Yeah. I think Erna wants to.
Pistol whip a fascist?
Yeah,
Man,
totally.
that's my next move.
No, I mean she's got the gun, but she she has no training in them. I think it's like more of a like last resort situation. But I think she wants to understand the flow of this battle. So she's like, she is trying to stay out of the way, but like keep an eye on like who's winning, like what are they going for, like, you know, trying to keep an eye on all the pieces. And my pitch, because I'm good at this, is psychology, but I will take another roll if I have to.
Make me a psychology roll.
Okay.
Oh, please.
I almost fumbled. Got a 95.
All right.
Your die.
So this fight is so pitched right now. This is Battle of the Five Armies stuff.
Yeah.
It's just chaos. You're not even sure who's who at some points, as it's kind of dark.
Yeah.
Well, in the flesh, people kind of mixed.
Yeah, yeah.
That's all.
Yeah, and I think like
What? That's what they do.
I think
know.
Erna is getting overwhelmed by her lack of understanding in this, and also the fact that the last time she was in a fight, she killed a bunch of people. So I think her like mind is like flashing back to that.
They
And
weren't real people.
some of them are real. Some of them
I mean,
are
did
real.
you kill them? They're here now.
Some of them I killed permanently.
That's true.
The flesh puddle.
Antonio and the flesh puddle. Yeah.
Oh yeah, right through his neck.
So there's a couple people I killed properly. Anyway, yeah. So I think Erna is like against the wall. She's still got the gun in her hand. Yeah.
All right.
I see this incredible like amalgamation of problems as an opportunity because the fascists are very, very busy with the flesh cult, and I don't know what's going on with the tentacle people, but I'm ignoring that for right now. I actually want to get up high enough that I can see what's going on and look out over this underground lake. So I want to look for something that I can climb up.
Okay. So maybe you could climb the wall, but it's really slick.
Is there no like?
I mean, the train is. You could get on top of the train. Although, who knows what horrors are up there.
I do. Flesh waves.
Yes,
I mean, maybe they're all down now.
or yes, but and yes, or I don't think they're here for us
Fair enough.
because they've had ample opportunity to go after us, and none of them are coming in our direction that I can make out.
We're also not immediate threats yet.
Devious stares in our direction.
How?
Surely it's a dream. Yeah.
But I think that my first consideration is looking over and seeing Erna being completely overwhelmed by what's going on. I want to get her away from
Yeah, so
this.
Erna is kind of like in the light of the train and is just like up against the wall, just like overwhelmed by everything that's going on.
Okay, then I would like to.
And her shadow is just like
enormous.
flung high up on the wall.
Then I would like to pitch a spot
Forget it.
hidden so I can find a safe hiding spot for her.
I love it. Make a spot hidden roll.
33, which is a hard success.
All right, so that's 2 successes. Yeah, you notice pretty much where Carlo and the driver went. There's like a small. It's like an It's like a almost an alcove that has kind of been eroded out of the cave, and so there's an indentation, and they're like back in there like this, and it looks. I mean, it's far enough away that if grenades start flying.
Yeah.
You're probably not in trouble.
I want to come down and grab her hand or her elbow and be like, Erna, it's me.
Yeah, Charlie. Yes. Okay. What? Yes.
Over here.
All right, so you're leading her to safety.
I want to get her to safety, and I want to take the gun from her because I have.
You know how to use it.
I have training with a rifle.
Okay. All right, so you give up the gun.
Oh yeah. I mean,
Okay.
anything for Charlie.
All right.
Anything.
The battle continues pitched, and at the end of this round, the water starts to roil. It's kind of like it's boiling. The entire water is just like the medallion.
It's hard not to laugh at that. Those dragons are goofy.
Atreyu.
A little bit.
And we do it again. There's one of the fascists like pistol whips one of the tentacle guys, and the tentacle guy just turns around, and a tentacle comes out of his throat and just whips around the fascist and like snaps his neck.
Jeez.
And he falls to the ground. The fascists are not getting the best of this fight.
Good.
I might get my knife back.
You are so single-minded on that. I love it.
Garibaldi and your buddy with the knife both have machine guns.
No, I
and
thought Buddy with the knife died.
Well, he
Fell
fell
off
in
the
the water.
train.
He
Maybe
fell in the water.
swam back.
He came.
Oh, he came back,
Yeah, none
okay.
of the people that everybody from the train came back.
Oh, okay, cool. He
but
didn't
they're
die.
very wet.
Okay.
But they are both essentially backing up with machine guns, not firing.
So they're weak to electrical damage, is what I'm hearing.
What are they backing up toward?
The wall, but kind of where Erna used to be.
Aha. Oh, they're so well lit.
They're staying in the light. Yeah. And the guy with the knife is actually reaching for a grenade.
I gave that idiot a knife, and he goes, okay, yeah, whatever. I don't care what happens to him anymore. As long as I get my knife back.
There is let's see, what is a good thing to have happen here?
You
A
tell
good
us,
bad
buddy.
thing.
Yeah. The best bad thing.
That's bad thing.
One of the flesh waves starts to chant, and it's this weird sort of thin, reedy sound, and you hear the voice in the cave says, "We grant you no power," and the flesh wave just crumples.
Oh.
Did it sound like a radio tuning?
A little, yeah.
Okay. I was wondering if that was the sound that you were imitating.
Dial-up modem.
No, that's much later.
So I'll go back around for rolls if people have stuff they want to do.
Get the sword out.
Okay, yeah.
I love that I'm using the knife to try and get the sword out of
You jimmy the sword out, so you are now armed.
And I'll slide the blade of the knife across it to make sure it's, because I don't know how weathered this thing is.
So the blade seems okay. The blade was in a scabbard. The scabbard, like you only have the sword, not the
I'm
scabbard.
gonna still tuck that scabbard. I mean, it's still, I'm not gonna throw it away, and I'll hand the knife back to you, handle first.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Great.
And then it's just figuring out what the frick is going on.
All right, so you look up over the statuary and you see the madness that is going on around the train.
Yeah, I'm just trying to figure.
You
I
don't
know
see
where
Erna and
Reggie
Charlie
is.
anywhere.
I look for bodies.
All right, make me a spot hidden. Make me a spot hidden.
93, not a fumble.
Yeah, you see no one. Like you don't see Erna or Charlie anywhere.
But I don't see someone who looks like
no,
their
you don't
bodies.
see. Nope.
Okay.
No, that would
On
be
the
a
plus
fumble.
side.
I don't see their bodies.
No, on the plus side.
You see me, Rudy.
You're alive. You're
I'm
alive.
right here. You gave me a knife.
Yeah. But
Reggie, what are you doing? Right now, you guys have 3 successes.
Does it feel fruitless searching?
Yes.
Yes.
No, it just feels fruitless.
It does feel fruitless, but
Well, I mean, it's hard in the dark.
hard in the dark.
cast light.
I cast light. with a
No!
20 feet bright, 20 feet dim.
cantrip.
40 feet stupid.
Is that your band name?
40 feet stupid. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
I don't know
I'd watch
whether or not I should punch a fascist,
Always.
Always the correct answer.
find you guys, or look for the statue.
They're all.
I'll give it enough. I'll keep going with the looking
All right,
for the
let's make me a
statue.
spot hidden. Regular?
Rego.
Okay. You think, I mean, you've now found, there's a lot of statues, but you think you found something that might be a leg?
Oh, another
You found,
leg?
there's you found like maybe this statue fell apart, but there's body parts here.
Okay.
And you think you're looking for an individual body part. So
Right.
you think you might be in the right neighborhood at least.
Are
Okay.
you still bleeding?
Yes, I
Yeah?
am still bleeding.
Make me a POW roll.
Nope.
Okay. Let's see here. How bad you failed the
Poorly,
POW roll?
83 out of 65.
Okay. Your right leg suddenly hurts. Like there's like shooting pain through your right leg.
Reminds me of the time I fell off of my horse.
Oh, that horrible polo accident.
The polo accident.
We do not refer to this.
I call out saying we're looking for a leg.
Okay. Charlie,
I'm gonna make sure that Erna is
you've got that
Looking
handled.
forward.
I'm tucked in the
I know.
corner, and then I'm going to take the. What kind of a gun did I?
Got a pistol.
Got a pistol? Yeah, that's good. I'm not good with handguns.
Pistola.
It's basically a knife.
Pistols are the knives of guns.
You know, Alexandria's never all that far away, and pencils make good stabbing implements. Oh wait, no, you've got a fun thing. Okay. Once I'm sure that she's tucked away, I want to. I don't want to go into the light. As much as possible, I want to avoid being in the light because
Okay.
that would make me a very easy target. Did I hear him call out that we're looking for a leg?
Sure, yeah. Well, make me a listen roll. There's a lot going on.
There's a lot going on. 66 is barely a failure.
All right, so yeah, there's you hear a lot of people yelling.
Looking for an egg.
And the and the water, the sound of the water is now kind of a rush.
Looking for a keg. We're gonna.
Party! Dragon
That's
party!
a Reggie thing.
Reasonably priced love and a hard-boiled egg, obviously. For those who get that reference, you're my favorite person.
Don't know.
Okay. Shit. I'm worried about how much that water is moiling. So I want to get down to the edge.
I hope it's not moiling.
There's a different meaning for that, depending on how you spell it.
Or if you're Jewish.
Well, because they're at the beginning of the cremation of Sam McGee is there are strange things done in the midnight sun by the men who moil for gold. M-O-I-L.
That's how a moil is spelled.
No, it's not. It's spelled M-O-Y-L-E. I've had this argument with someone.
Wow, I learned something today.
Wow.
Anyway. Wow.
You invited Owen Wilson. Wow.
I want to get down to.
Pretty cool.
I want to get down to the edge of the water and see if I can take off this medallion.
Okay, make me a POW roll.
Yeah, I thought as much.
Don't do it. It's awesome.
You know, it is.
You're a weapon.
I am 62 out of 75.
All right, so you get to the water, and where you touch the water, it stops roiling, and you have grabbed the medallion, and you're it's very heavy, but you are pulling it off.
Your spirit animal, no.
I'm too white to have a spirit animal.
Charlie says.
What's your roll?
So I think Erna, this is a little bit weird, but I'm gonna get a little bit weird.
Oh, we're getting weird now.
Carlo's into it.
I just started making out with Carlo. No,
That'd be a move.
And on your right, you see me. I'm getting lucky.
So Erna has had moments.
Gratuities gladly accepted.
So the first time she saw, like, the first simulacrum piece we encountered, her sight was different than everyone else's. There has been other occasions where she has seen things that other people did not see, and she has never had any control over this. But I think that, and this could easily fail or not even be possible, but I think she wants to, like, try to give in to that and, like, see if, like, she can either see the simulacrum piece or, like, see what's going on here beyond what is physically going on here. So kind of give in to
The second sight.
The second sight, yeah.
Sight beyond
Look
sight,
behind the
sword of
veil.
omens.
It's a quick road to insanity.
Yeah, I mean, I think that it absolutely is. I mean, I almost
Love it.
was going to pitch it as a sanity roll.
Make
but
me a power roll.
power roll. Okay. I don't know which dice to use anymore. They're all rolling bad today. Yeah, I failed. Can I use a
fumble,
coin?
though?
You may.
I'm going to use a coin. Well, maybe I'll push it if I fail
Yes.
this. Yeah.
Yeah. Always push a roll first.
Yes. I got it.
Hey.
It was just a regular, though.
All right. So with a regular success, you very briefly see a face in front of you, a angry reptilian, sort of craggy, almost it looks like it's made out of stone, face, and there's a little bit of blood that seems to be coming out of it, and it just looks right in your eyes.
I think Erna, in a weird way, feels sympathy for this thing and will, like, go to touch it.
Oh my god.
Okay.
That was not the answer we were looking for.
Papa.
I don't think it's Papa, but maybe I don't know what he looks like, so it could be one.
It's looking at you kind of like a disapproving parent looking at a child.
Oh,
Just the kind of like almost a disregarding glare.
you think so little of me.
You do not have what we seek.
Do you have what I seek?
He means nothing to us.
Who's he?
It's a mystery. I have a guess.
Carla's like, it's me.
Carlo, there's nothing here.
It's me, Carlo.
Don't get us sued.
I didn't say the name.
Erna will just like wipe a little bit of the blood off and then like
So as soon
retract her
as you
hand.
touch it,
Yeah.
there's like an electric shock, kind of like static, and it's gone.
All right.
All right. Out of the water emerges just a giant dark shape. And it's on you feel more than hear this massive hand just go kabam onto the ground in front of you, palm out.
Oh, is it my turn?
uh
I don't know if we're still going in turns.
I mean, what do you want to? Yeah, sure. What do you want to do here?
Okay. I'm gonna look at it. Look up into the darkness. I think despite how unflappable Charlie tends to be, his knees are a little bit weak at this.
You're very glad you can't see what's out there.
Yeah.
A Charlie flap.
The hand in front of you is 3 talons. So it's a very thin paw. The sort of the middle. It's mostly just 3 long fingers. It looks like stone. Like dark stone.
I have what you want. Are you going to bargain?
A deal has you've already offered a bargain.
Have you accepted it?
Yes, implicitly. Give us the medallion.
Get us out of here as well.
That was not part of the bargain.
Well, I'm changing the bargain.
the hand retracts.
And I'll put the medallion back on.
You feel so much better.
I'm sure. And then just like cross my arms and stare out into the darkness.
You know, with this medallion on, this thing can't hurt you.
Oh.
I'm just gonna stand there, legs kind of planted apart against, like, in the water, arms crossed over my chest, just glaring out, and be like, I asked for one more thing, and then you get everything that you want.
Can Charlie make a persuasion?
There's just a... And the hand comes down on the train and crushes the train. And the only light in the cavern goes out.
No.
I don't even flinch.
Yeah,
'Cause
yeah.
I know this. I now know that this thing cannot hurt me.
Yep.
We're all so lucky to be in the same boat as you.
They are. It is paying attention to me and not you.
And you hear like the sounds of the fighting seem to get farther away somehow, and the thing. There's another scream, and the wind starts to pick up. There's now a hurricane going on in this cave. You're not not even your hair is flapping in the wind. You're
My cap stays firmly on my head.
The rest of you need to make strength rolls.
This is just fine.
Don't I get a bonus die because she's up against the wall?
Not after I just rolled that. I got a fumble.
Oh, okay.
The trick is to lean into it.
Yes.
Ow.
So,
No, it's okay. I just don't
so
think
you,
it was right
you
to
two are
take this
both
after
grabbing
that.
on to things and hold. You have stuff to hold on to.
Erna has so many layers on. She is so.
You
so
start
much.
to grab for Carlo.
Yeah.
And then, well, okay, I'm going to make you an offer.
Make me an offer.
You or Carlo?
You can be sucked into the water, or you can grab Carlo and he will probably go instead of you.
Oh man.
I've made this deal before.
We know.
Erna's lost a lot of morals recently, but this guy is innocent. No.
Okay. So the last thing you see before the light goes out is Erna looking at like Carlo is like holding out a hand, and she looks at the hand and goes and just flies off into the water.
There's a look of determination on her face. Not fear.
There's a look of fear on Carlo's face.
Yeah.
That's fair. Probably the same.
No, that's
Face to hat.
fear.
Charlie swears under his breath.
And you hear like screams from the various people around, and the voice says, "They mean nothing to me. The medallion is all that matters."
You're throwing a tantrum like a toddler. You're these great all-powerful space dragons, and you're throwing a tantrum like a little child. Shame on you.
Tisk, tisk.
You're not worthy of our world.
Oh, fuck.
You are insignificant.
And yet you can't hurt me.
Not you. But we know much about you.
You don't know everything. Not even the one who knows all knows anything about me.
We know you care about some of these mortals.
And?
So the three of you...
I'm in the fucking
Oh, no,
clear.
you two are all right. Actually, you.
Yeah.
You find yourself held in some sort of wind. And you hear this voice say, you care about some of these mortals, and you get dunked into the water. And you come back up sputtering. We will kill them one at a time in front of you. Give us the medallion.
Do you think I haven't lost before?
Oh.
I find your rhetorical questions tiresome.
Do you? I've lost my entire family. Give me what I want, and I'll give you what you want. The three who came with me, the driver and our guide, and the piece of the simulacrum that we're here for. And you have everything that you want. This thing that you want so badly.
Make me a power roll.
11 is a critical success.
All right. Yeah, you are. There is. You don't. You. This thing is taken aback by how quickly you're willing to give up the medallion.
It is a small thing. It means nothing to you, what I ask. The medallion is all. And if that's the case, what is a small whisper of your power to give me what I want, so that you can have what you want? It costs you nothing. And then I'll give it to you, happily.
You have not proven trustworthy.
Just hold it up. It's right here. Look into my face and tell me I'm lying.
You got dunked again.
Okay. I'm gonna make a.
The dragons are doing swirlies on you.
God, my hands are sweating.
Yeah, I can tell you're really feeling it. I love it. This is a good Charlie moment. Erna's trying not to cry out because she doesn't want to
All right.
Like
maybe a sanity roll or a con roll. Con would be like you're not coughing.
Yeah.
Sanity would be you're not like, I'm gonna die.
Well, believe it or not, my sanity is better, so I'm gonna go with that.
Wow. Which is really just a damning indictment of your con.
Yeah. My con's bad. My
Which
con's
is an
bad.
academic.
Yeah.
So how aware? I know the lights are all out, but like, can I hear her voice?
Well, I'm
we're about to
trying not
find
to
out.
make a noise because I'm
Well,
trying not to
if
affect
you
Charlie.
do, I'm going in the water.
I made it. Yeah.
Okay.
So she feels like she's being used, and
Yeah.
she's not. She's like, I'm not going to cry out. Charlie knows I'm in here. I don't need
Yeah.
to.
So you definitely hear splashing. You hear some people like crying and it sounds like drowning out in the
Okay.
water.
But I don't know who.
Yeah, you have no idea what.
Okay.
I mean, most of them sound like men crying.
There's only one woman in here, and she's not making a noise.
Well,
I guess you're right.
that changes.
Yeah. And it might. If this keeps going.
Yeah.
I think it should. Well, yeah.
All right. All of a sudden, all the wind stops, and the thing says, "We will give you what you want." And right next to Reggie,
It was right next to me all along.
a leg starts to glow blue.
God damn it.
And make me a power roll.
You got it.
So glad this isn't me. So glad. This isn't me.
I missed it by 5. Can I re-roll?
You can. There's a coin.
There's a coin. Our last
Push
coin.
the last
Push the roll
coin.
first. It might be amazing.
It was well aimed, just
It was-
not
yeah,
trajectory.
a little less power.
Yeah.
Pow?
Lower power.
Oh!
Don't you wish you had pushed it now?
Ought 4.
Ooh.
Okay. You accidentally brush up against the leg, but you feel nothing.
Okay.
But this is clearly part of the set of car simulacrum.
I pull it out.
All right, yeah, you are able with that great roll. You're able to just like
I
it
yell,
comes right away.
I have it. I have it! Can we go now, please?
And you two are lifted up by air, and you are brought over by them. And when you remove the medallion, we will be able to move you.
The driver and the guide, too. They're innocents in this.
Very well.
We hear a single eye roll.
It sounds like boulders rolling.
Amazing.
You hear Carla going, like, "Oh, what's going on? No, I don't want to die." Oh, hey.
Hey.
On your right, you see a dragon.
Charlie, ask for my knife too. No, I don't say that.
I am not fucking pushing
You
that.
got a ceremonial sword.
All right,
That's nifty.
we have a deal. Put your hand out again, and I can give it to you.
All right, you feel the wind as this hand comes down.
I imagine I can't see a damn thing.
No.
Don't do the puja thing with my ID.
That's gonna piss him off.
I will reach out just to get a sense of where this is because I don't want to accidentally drop it in the water or something.
You touch this claw, and for a brief second, you're cold.
Oh,
For the first time in a while, although you're about to be very cold.
I imagine I am.
But you touch it and you feel slightly cold.
This is cold shiver down my spine, and then, all right, and I'll kind of lean because I saw the taloned hand before, so I would have a pretty good idea where the center of the palm is. Like lean and drop it into the center of the palm.
All right, yeah. And with that great pow roll, you have no compunction. You give it up immediately.
I mean, there is a moment where my hand tightens on it for just a second because this is the first time ever that Charlie has felt completely comfortable in his body, and he's just like, I made a deal, and opens his hand to drop it.
Okay.
We are so robbing a museum after this to get the rest of the tokens.
As soon as the thing hits its hand, you hear a splash, and you are carried up by the wind, and so now you're all carried up, and you are placed on the past the blown up bridge, like it puts you. So now you just have to hike out.
we got a slipstream. We just like.
Yeah. Yeah, you are. It's kind of like, it's almost like it feels like being on an elevator or something. It's like, and then you get pushed across, and it says, "Now leave this place and never return."
Happily, thank you
Yes,
kindly.
please.
And I'll like fumble around looking for Erna,
Yeah.
I'm here.
and Charlie is now violently shivering.
Yeah,
Me
you
too,
are.
because I was dunked in water several times.
You are freezing because you've given your jacket. So yeah.
Well, you gave your yes, but I'm.
Yes, we're all cold.
I'm in danger of getting hypothermia. Let's go, Charlie too. Come,
Yeah.
well, don't.
Yeah.
I'm
Okay.
going.
Dry people, we should.
Yeah, no, it should be dry people to
Okay.
not wearing a jacket at all and wet.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we all cuddle up for body heat.
Yeah.
And
I pull my.
Go, let's move.
Carlo has a lighter that is the only light, and he's like, I know the way.
yes,
Lead it. Lead
you
the
are the
way.
right person to be with us. Thank you, Carlo.
I mean, you could follow the tracks too.
Okay, I don't need to hear a tour guide thing right now.
lead us,
Just
lead us.
go.
I can't help. It's my.
I am about to freeze to death. Please, let's get a move on.
Okay, yeah, we got a jacket at the, and we got a fire at the.
Let's get
the
there.
station.
That would be ideal. Let's go.
So yeah, he leads you out, and you get in and warm. The driver is very surprised to see just you come out.
No, the fascist.
The fascist driver.
Oh, okay.
So where is the lieutenant?
Seeing the sights.
They threw grenades in there, it all caved in.
He goes running in.
Good for him.
We steal his car.
No, we still need to be in Trieste for at least until morning.
Oh.
We have to get.
I think that's
They
all the black
confiscated our
shirts.
stuff, didn't they?
Yeah. Well, I think some of our stuff is still. I think we have to go over it. It's been a whole
It's
week.
under guard at the hotel.
Yeah.
And the guy who's there is the board fascist. So perhaps
I will bet that he will be very willing to just
Sweep this under the rug.
Garibaldi's gone herring off somewhere.
So are you just gonna wait here?
No.
well.
The driver doesn't come back.
Oh, great. So.
if he went in there, he's not coming
Wasn't
back.
the driver with us?
Oh, not the train
Yeah, this is the
operator.
fascist driver.
That
yes.
guy.
Yeah,
Did
so-
he leave the keys in the car? Is the real question.
sure.
Yeah.
I think we do our due diligence of drying off and getting
I will
warm.
happily take the coat.
Yeah,
Carlo.
Carlo actually takes you into. They have a little trailer office that is and there's a fire and that sort of thing. And he says, I could ride into town and get somebody to come back for you.
I think so.
That would be very kind.
Yes.
You have a car?
I got a motorbike.
Oh, okay.
It's a Vespa.
Very fashionable.
Are you gonna be warm enough with that?
Did you wrap up the leg? Did you keep the leg
Have the leg.
Yeah, you are.
hidden?
No, I
not-
left the
yeah.
leg. Ooh.
That's not what I was asking. I was asking if the leg is actually open.
Carlo goes, "What's that? Huh?"
I was asking if you hit it because I'm assuming.
It's hard to hide a leg.
Yeah, we're academics. This is a very historic piece.
So you.
We got you out of there, okay?
I don't want to know.
Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
we
You
saved
don't.
your
You
life,
truly
my
do
friend.
not want to know.
It's better for your sanity.
Yeah, I don't want to tell anybody
Yep.
what happened down there. Okay,
We were never here.
I love it. Okay, I go. I come back with a car for you, huh?
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I might donate $1,000 or so to rebuild that bridge.
I'm sure that'd be very kind of you.
So he zips off, and about 2 hours later, he comes back. He's led a car here, and you know you're feeling slightly warmer, but you just from now on you're always cold. Just you're never warm. You can
Yeah.
never get that like
That warm spot.
yeah.
Ever in his life?
You'll never feel,
Not-
even on the
not-
sunniest beaches.
It might happen at some point. Who knows?
I'm like Amy, always cold no matter what room she's in.
Yeah, not enough blankets in the world. And you know you're kind of drying out. You've hung up several jackets next to the little
I'm like, man, these layers have really backfired.
and the guy says, so he take you to Trieste, and then I guess you can handle it from there.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's not your responsibility to figure this out, but I'm glad you made it out all right.
Me too. That was. I don't know if I want to go back in there. I might
Yeah.
need a new job.
Yeah.
Well, just make sure the next troop doesn't bring any grenades in.
Yes,
Do
no
a
grenades.
Full grenade pass, and if anyone shows up insisting to bring grenades, you insist on a different tour guide.
No grenades.
I also strongly suspect things are going to be shut down here for a little while, given the state of the bridge.
Yeah, that's true.
I would like to make a small donation towards that. I wouldn't want the town's livelihood to be in jeopardy. Also, I'm an investor in the town, so, you know, it behooves me in some small way.
He owns a hotel.
I own a hotel.
Oh, you
Yes.
need a tour guide?
Oh, ghost
Yes.
tours. Yeah.
Ghost tours. Yes, we're going to be doing
What?
ghost tours.
But I don't know any ghosts.
Yes, you do.
will.
Wink.
You're a ghost?
No, I'm saying you'll make it up. You're a very good storyteller.
Oh, sure. Sure, I tell her the fake story about the ghost.
Yeah,
Okay.
ghosts don't exist.
Yeah, no problem.
Ghosts don't exist. Ghosts don't exist.
Oh, well, you're going to see ghosts.
Okay. So yeah, you head back to town, and the guy, you pay the driver something, and you get to the hotel, and sitting in the lobby.
Before we get in there, I'm like, Reggie, don't jump to this first, but bribery
The table might work.
might work on this guy.
Okay.
So just if things go sour and it looks like
I prepare.
Don't lead with that.
don't
No,
lead
no,
with
no, no.
bribery.
I'm going
Prepare an
to.
action to bribe the first disaffected official I see.
I get $100 bill and I roll it up into my
Right.
sleeve.
Into your bribery hand.
And I use my bribery hand.
You've got
I roll
like
for bribery hand.
it's like an assassin blade, but it's just a dollar bill.
You come in, and the guy is sitting in the
Go
lobby,
bribe.
No, not yet.
Sorry.
reading the newspaper, and he kind of looks up and he goes, "Oh, you're back."
Yeah, it turned out. Oh, well, never mind. I haven't met him. I feel like I
He's a
know
black-
him.
We've talked about him so much.
I do have his name. Let's see. This is Ferrelli.
Yeah.
This is Inspector Ferrelli. If
Hello,
you haven't met
Inspector.
him, yeah.
Oh, good to meet you. I'll shake his hand.
Hi.
Very kind, not super interested in academics.
Oh.
Inspector Ferreri, I have unfortunate news for you about your accomplice. I mean, your
Comrade.
comrade. Comrade?
No, that would be your
What would you call
Colleague?
your working relationship?
Colleague?
Coworker?
Compatriot? Garibaldi's dead.
Eh?
He took that well.
I took that very well.
Yeah.
He went herring off into a dangerous cave and wasn't as cautious as he could have been.
He bought a bunch of grenades.
Caused a
to it.
cave-in.
Yeah. Bridge is out.
Yeah. The whole tour is not going to be happening anytime soon. Do you need something to drink? You look a little disinfected.
Do you like whiskey?
I suppose I should go look for him.
Someone's already doing
You know,
that.
I would not. It's kind of a dangerous area. You seem like a decent sort.
Yeah, someone's in there already, and if
I
there's more
go
kittens-
and look for him. I probably would not be back until the Orient Express leaves tonight at 8:30.
Got it.
Okay, yeah.
No.
You should look
well, do what you have to do.
for. Yeah, you
Yes.
should look for him.
Can I make a donation to the cave through you?
He's trying to build the bridge again.
The
He's an
bridge went out,
investor.
and
Yeah.
I'm an investor in the town, so I was just...
You want to give me money, is what you're saying.
I would like to rebuild the bridge.
Yeah, we want to give you money. If you want it.
Okay, give me money.
Give him $1,000.
I'll be going. And you never see him again.
If we do, I think it'll be under favorable circumstances.
He moves to some like Dalmatian
country.
coast, beach chalet.
Love it.
All right, let's get our stuff and get out of here.
Yeah. No, so you're he before he leaves, he goes to the hotel and he says, "These people are free to go. Don't bother them."
And I'll go into my trunk, and if anyone follows me in there, they'll see me lift up a hidden part of the bottom.
You are looking at me.
If you were looking at me, are you really following me?
I'm going to lay in bed. I feel like poop.
You do, yes.
Although I do take some time to... I wish I'd gotten some statuary. Oh, no, there's the unicorn.
Yeah, you have. Yeah,
But I'm also looking at the sword and just seeing, I'm appraising that.
the sword is it looks Napoleonic.
Okay.
Kind of a horse saber, a cavalry saber, I should say. It's not bad.
Okay.
You could definitely move it. And the unicorn is much older and probably much more worthwhile.
Okay. I like that.
I'm going to take the leg and bring it to the rest of the pieces and just kind of... So far we have the arm...
Left arm, both legs,
Both
and
legs.
chest. That is
chest.
in.
chest inside
Keeping
you.
a chest in another chest. Ah.
I'm going to take out the bell and just kind of like not let the clangor ring, but just kind of fiddle with it and contemplate the pieces that we have.
Okay.
I think because we were looking at each other and it feels juicy. I think that Erna would follow Charlie into his room because she wants to talk to him.
A hidden bottom.
But yeah, she would see that.
I thought you
not
were
there.
on top.
Erna wouldn't know those phrases.
It's nice to give control now and again.
So she sees that.
And then Charlie will just like glance back. Oh, huh. And pull out the notebook that you have the translations on.
You
I
kept that safe.
I made sure it was hidden and closes and latches at the bottom part of the chest.
Thank you, Charlie. Are you all right?
Oh, I'm fucking freezing.
Oh. She holds out her arms.
Awkward hug motion.
Charlie will just like kind of smile and with a little bit of something around the like. There's a little quiver of emotion around the corners of his mouth as he goes in for a hug.
Yeah, so I would like be holding you and then sort of say, Charlie, you don't You're so strong all the time. You don't have to be perfect. You can feel things.
Like cold.
Sometimes it helps not to.
I get that.
I mean, if I'd let myself feel everything that I was feeling, we wouldn't have won down there.
Yeah. You did the right thing. I trusted you. I knew that I would be all right. And she'll kiss you. And then,
Is Antonio like slapping at Charlie's jaw?
oh, there you are, Antonio.
Antonio's in here going,
I need to rest. I'll get you pasta
he's like
later.
holding up your eyes.
And maybe for the first time since giving the medallion, Charlie feels a little spark of that warmth again.
Yeah. And then, she'll sort of squeeze your hand. And I guess there are moments where you can feel safe.
Thank you.
We have to trust each other.
Even though you've told me not to, I trust you.
You can trust me sometimes. Just not all the time.
And Charlie, we'll kiss her again.
Oh.
All right, we should probably get some food and try to get onto the train.
Yeah, let's get packed up.
So yeah, you get everything packed up, and you sit down to eat, and then you're taking a cab to the train station, and as you go by the hotel that Reggie owns, you look up and you see in that window the ghost of Winkleman, and he looks at you, and he just holds up a hand, and then disappears, kind of dissolves, and you each gain a D6 luck.
Hey!
Whoa,
Because
Winkleman!
You,
I need all the luck.
You did what he needed done, and you have freed him.
That's my father of archaeology right there.
I got a 6.
Nice.
Ooh, I got 5.
I got a 3, so I'm up to 68.
Wait, did we get a
D6.
D6? I heard D4.
I'm up to
I
my
hope I do
full
better.
previous health.
Hey.
Or my full previous luck.
Oh my gosh!
Wow.
Also a 6.
You guys all, you should help ghosts more often.
We should
didn't
help
should.
ghosts more often.
That's the
Ghostbusters more like ghost helpers.
ghost helpers.
My luck is up to my sanity.
You also
Ghost helping.
gain a
Makes us feel good.
D4 sanity
Oh.
for recovering the leg of the simulacra.
Okay.
It makes me feel good.
3 for 89 sanity.
Oh my god. I got
Cheater.
4 for 80 sanity.
1 for 48 sanity.
3 for 44 sanity.
Oh, nice.
Jesus, the climbs are on the fast decline.
I mean, slow decline.
I started with 45 and I'm down to 44.
You
so
know-
I'm doing okay.
Yeah.
Valid. You are valid.
Valid.
And on time, the Orient Express chugs up to the station, and you board the train back in the lap of luxury. And you immediately, they will take your bags to your room. It's 8:30. There's your seating of dinner is waiting, so they'll take you to the dining car.
I order him a hot toddy.
And the train brings a very nice bottle of wine
Oh.
and starts pouring, and so you have a lovely dinner.
Charlie is having several espressos.
I have to do a little bit of work and I might need Erna's help in a bit.
Okay.
Do you tell me?
Yes, I have to forge papers for our new discoveries.
Oh.
And I want you to look at the unicorn and help me estimate what would be appropriate for the unicorn.
Okay. I mean, I can certainly do certain rules about that.
Yeah.
Everybody make me a con roll.
Uh-oh, were we
Can I go light
poisoned?
on the wine or is it drugged? This is hard or a go
You've just
easy?
been going hard for 3 days.
And I went hard with a hard success.
I
Very
rolled
nice.
a 1.
Whoa!
I'm rolling spicy tonight.
I got a critical con success.
I check off.
I got a
con.
regular success.
None of
So
you.
I've been resting all day, by the way. Like as soon as we got back, I'm like, I can't do anything
all right.
else.
You all stay up till like 2 in the morning. You know, like you're kind of wired. You've got
Yeah.
some adrenaline going.
Charlie's eyes might droop a couple of times because I got the worst of the con rolls, but he like forces himself back away.
This is an overnight leg. So
The leg that we got?
Womp womp.
so you will be traveling until you get in at 9 a.m. in Belgrade.
So we don't have to go to the Dreamlands, is my interpretation of that.
So you two are kind of working together, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think I'd like to talk to you at some point.
Sure, what's up?
You had that. I think we're probably like by a heater or something.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, and Charlie has on like his winter coat inside.
Yeah, you're in the lounge car.
Okay, I'm wearing my lounge tuxedo.
How many tuxedos do you have? I feel like I should know this because I help you with your luggage, but I'm never quite sure.
Well, however many is appropriate for normal people.
None is, or a wedding day tuxedo.
Not even one. Okay, for weddings, that's it.
Generally, yeah, for normal
Not a
people.
farmer.
No, you're not. I was.
That's right. Charlie, I wanted to ask you about the medallion.
What about it?
Well, you didn't tell us it was affecting you as much as it seemed to.
In fairness, I didn't know for a while how much it was affecting me. I knew that I wasn't feeling cold. And I kept hearing wolves, but I mentioned that.
I suppose so, but I don't know. It seemed like you were struggling alone
Yeah.
with it.
I mean, I'm not quite sure what to say.
I'm just observing something that I've found over the last month.
It has been a month, hasn't it?
It's been a long month.
It feels simultaneously like 10 years and 2 minutes.
Or at least 1 year.
Yeah.
Plus a week or so.
Yes.
Just that there is strength in secrecy and seclusion to protect others, but there is also strength in sharing. That is something I've found to be more beneficial for me. I want you to know that you can confide in me. I'm very good at secrets.
I know.
And I think that your actions in Trieste is what led us to securing the leg. So thank you.
Did the best that I could.
I just bought a hotel.
You got us into the place that got us what we needed.
Yes,
Don't downplay what you did either.
I did it with the Reggie panache, but you know.
Look, I will do my best to say when something's going on. I don't always know. I'm just...
If I see something happening, can I bring it to your attention?
Sure, just don't be surprised if I don't always realize it first.
Yeah, I'm helping you realize.
I'm just very accustomed to handling whatever I have to handle by myself.
I don't think you have to do that anymore as much.
Maybe not. It's a hard habit to break. And if I have to go back to the Dreamlands, you're going to find out why.
Have you, out of character, have you told us what's going on?
Yes.
Okay. I don't know how to handle that.
That's all right. Neither do I.
I also don't know any children. I don't know if I've met a child.
In fairness, I was a very old child.
Oh, good.
Well, I was 12 and a half when I realized.
And how do you want us to refer to you?
I'm still Charlie.
In the Dreamlands?
Unless for whatever reason you're not able to, which I'm not going to rule out of it as a possibility,
Yeah, magic,
because,
yes.
yeah, I mean, it might just be Charlotte.
I'm planning on asking Alexis for that favor.
What are you going to ask for?
Essentially power. I'd like to learn magic,
Well,
and I don't want that to be a secret.
that's probably wise. I would think about that very carefully.
Well, that's why I'm asking you.
Oh, were you?
I'm thinking about asking him for this. What are the things that I'm not thinking about that occur to you, I suppose?
I mean, immediately, has it helped?
The magic?
Has it helped anyone who's had it?
Well, it's helped my father in his pursuits. And I feel as if it could have helped us through our predicaments in certain ways.
Possibly, but we made it through those predicaments without it. And at what cost is your father having that power? I'm not going to tell you no. It's your choice to make one way or the other, but
But be careful what I'm willing to give up.
try not to get a monkey's paw.
Would he give me one of those?
Power always comes at a cost. That's what the old stories always say. And I think the stories are based on more than we think. There's always
So
a
I
cost.
could get a monkey's paw.
Do you know the story of the monkey's paw?
Yes, yes.
All right.
That's fine.
As long as we're both on the same page here.
You asked to be immortal, but you age and you become a cricket.
Yeah, basically the worst way that you can get whatever you wish for. Yeah, the genies and monkey paws, and if all the stories that have any touching on magic say anything, it's that power comes at a cost that's too high most of the time.
So maybe I talk to Alexis about.
What did Alexis lose?
Right.
Because of the power. His son?
At least his son.
How about his wife? I can't
He
imagine.
still technically has her physically,
Physically.
if not even that.
If I recall
her-
correctly, she's very weak, and
Her bones are made of glass, I think.
I very much wonder how much of that is because power is a vacuum. It pulls everything toward it.
Yes.
So, again, I'm not going to tell you what choice to make, and just I'm offering thoughts.
Yes, that's what I'm asking for. Thank you.
Yeah, of course. Don't. Whatever it is, make sure that you don't give up something that you're not willing to.
I'll keep it in mind.
Between you and me, I wanted nothing more than to keep that medallion. I haven't felt that much me ever.
Partially why I'm asking you.
But the cost was too high.
Not getting the leg was the cost? I'm sorry, what was the cost?
Erna was being dunked in the water. She would have drowned.
Oh, yes. That's a cost.
And very likely all of us, with the exception of me, probably, because the thing couldn't touch me while I had the medallion on. But all y'all, one at a time. And that was too high a cost. But I couldn't let them know that.
So in a way, the magic did help us.
Did the magic help, or did me being unwilling to flinch?
How much did the magic help with you not being flinching?
That's a valid question.
Thank you. Cheers.
Cheers. I'll sip the scalding hot toddy that I've replaced the previous one with.
And
I
so
down the rest of the wine.
the camera pulls back on the train as it speeds down the Dalmatian coast.
Can I do one more thing? Sorry. Since we got one-on-ones. We're working.
Yeah, and so there's a few roles. There is something.
Well, that's not necessarily what I was trying to do.
Well,
I wanted to do something in character with you.
Yeah, well, me too, and I apologize in advance because it's like this is what Rudy would do.
Okay, well,
Oh shit! Oh fuck!
okay, but before you do what you want,
Yeah, okay.
as for working,
Yeah.
Uncle Woody, how did you feel the first time? I mean, I read about it in the notebook, but that was from Dr. Smith's perspective. I guess I don't want to say it out loud, but do you know what I'm asking?
Yes. Out of character. This is about. We're on the same.
We're on the same page. Great. I love it.
I
Because
think you mean.
Yeah, put your hand over there.
Hey,
we'll have to slouch for that.
You don't need an excuse to slouch.
I'm going. So, and just kind of metaing this.
Yeah.
First, like I'm gonna come at this from an angle of like, there are extraordinary situations that people, because for mine, I was put in an extraordinary situation, and I'm gonna do what Rudy does.
Yeah.
Where I'm gonna make excuses, and then I'm gonna try and convince you to make the same excuses.
good
Just
plan.
a heads up.
Good plan.
So what do you say?
But it is the like. Look,
So I asked-
when
yeah.
that happened. That wasn't a situation that a person would ever normally find themselves in.
Certainly.
That is, you can't judge yourself being in an impossible situation like that, where the thing that I faced was supernatural.
Yeah.
The things that you faced, you can't judge yourself as a person based off of those.
Yeah.
Anyone would feel just it was terror. It was. I mean, sometimes I look back and it's still hard to even see it as being real.
Well, I don't know if there's a right response to this, but I just want to be transparent because I feel like I can tell you this. I don't feel bad.
They weren't even real people anymore.
I don't know about that,
I'm
but
making persuade roll. Can I make persuade rolls?
yeah, you can, sure.
This is regular.
Okay.
I'm making an argument like
Yeah,
they came back to life.
I think what I feel bad about, well, my thinking about the world has changed a lot, but I think I feel bad about the loss of control.
You were in a who could have handled that better?
You?
No.
Charlie? I don't think...
If you were facing real people, you wouldn't have acted like that.
What is real?
Most of the people on this train, the people that we no, and I'll start going through. It's like I have to exclude myself. Like I'm in a weird spot, but no, like the person who drove the what was it? Carlos was
Carlo.
our Carlo. Like I go through and I name people like these were good regular. You would never hurt those people. You would never do that.
I didn't take Carlo's hand when I figured I was going into the water. So I guess I still have some morality.
Yes, for people. For people. No, he was a person. He was a good human being. And you tried to do the right thing when faced with that. Even in extraordinary situations.
Yeah,
You're a good person.
if you say so.
I'm making another persuade roll.
I mean, Erna seems stable, but I don't know if she's like
Yeah.
taking everything you're saying at face value. I'll make a psychology roll. PvP. I made it.
Yeah. I mean, he believes what he's saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. And he,
And I believe that you are trying to comfort me.
well, and I believe that you're good.
Yeah. You believe that I'm good. Okay.
And
yeah.
I believe that you believe.
And I believe that you believe that I believe.
Believe in the me that believes in you.
Now, whether or not his view of the world is based on anything
Yeah.
actually good, whole different story. You can take what he says with a grain of salt, knowing him.
I'm glad. I worry for you, but I'm glad that you're here on this journey with me. I appreciate your presence.
I mean, honestly, I wish you weren't here. I wish you were somewhere safer,
Yeah.
writing one of your papers.
Yeah.
People talk about those papers.
And that person is no longer around.
Well,
I guess. You know, I've built a lot of confidence. I'm feeling a lot more solidly, When I get back into academia, if I do, I feel like I'm gonna break down some barriers. I'm feeling very, yeah.
Hell yeah.
you learned a lot.
After this,
Yeah.
ooh, academics, they don't know what's coming.
You'll do great.
Yep. You too.
Well,
Okay, don't get started. Don't you
well, I
get
mean, it,
started.
it depends.
It depends.
I'm just saying, I hold out the unicorn.
Oh yeah, you could make money.
Where
on
do you?
this,
Well, where do you think this came from?
And as they start to go into the minutia, the camera pulls back on the train, and the clock speeds ahead, and you all fall asleep. No. Some of you begrudgingly. And I imagine...
I would figure we'd split a pot of coffee. Just pushing it off.
You two
until...
are definitely the last two to go to sleep.
Yeah.
And you both are just like, oh, hell. And you fall asleep.
Oh, hell.
Don't do it, Charlie. Fight it.
Do not go quietly into that.
Rage.
And you all sit up, bolt upright, on the Dreamland Express. And that's where we're going to go to break. We will be back just as soon as 5 people can share a dream that may be a nightmare.
Ooh.
Is that a title of an episode?
Yeah,
That's
should
good.
be.
Maybe we'll be back. No!
See y'all soon.
More bad. Something bad.
I mean, you killed Butters.
that was great.
That was not bad.
Yeah.
Welcome back, internet friends. We are on the Dreamland Express now. And so Rudolph and Erna, you both wake up first. You wake up in your stateroom,
Erna does.
Erna. Rudy, there are several people in your bed with you.
Why? No, I don't like it.
You are
They're
also-
Sarnathians, aren't they?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. Great.
Oh, you're awake.
I have to go take a piss.
You wait.
Oh.
We have to talk.
Oh, do we?
The king will board the train tomorrow in Sona Nile.
Oh boy.
2 things
Yes.
you should know about Sona Nile. One is that the people there, the people of Terpsichore, only communicate through song.
God no.
6
Okay, go on.
glorious days.
Can they be communicated to without song?
No. That's their language. They have translators.
Oh, okay. Good.
Some of their people speak. The king, for instance, understands our language,
Yes.
but music is their language.
Okay.
The second thing you should know, King Karanis cannot be lied to.
I wasn't planning on it. Hey!
You were our only hope. Because you are not just a Sarnathian. There is a possibility that he will not be able to tell that you are lying.
Do you want to take that risk?
Yes. Just tell him we didn't kill the Ibians.
Did you kill the Ibians?
No.
Okay, then. As far as I know.
Look at you, generous in and out of the bedroom.
I have to go now.
We made the right choice with you.
Okay.
Well,
What? How's it going? How's it going over there? How you doing? You doing okay? I'm getting out of this mess. Well, the current mess.
I like how you say I have to go pee, and you just leave the stateroom.
Yeah.
So
also, the we made the right choice kind of implies that they like set you up to kill
No,
the dude.
for making me the embassy, for like how I'm going to repent. Because I had to think about that for a while. Like, wait a second, what choice did you? Okay, you did make a choice. That was wheels turning.
yeah. So you see your 7-foot-tall golden uncle, naked golden uncle.
Before he comes out,
Yeah.
Antonio? All right. This is where things get a little sticky between us, the Dreamlands. This is where I trust you the least. That was very charming. You are so charming. Okay. We're a team. You and me. Against the world. Against any people who would try to take over us. It's you and me. We are our own people. We have agency. We cannot be directed to do anything we don't want to do. Are you with me? I don't want this wishy-washy. Are you with me?
Vashi.
That was closer. And we'll let it slide. All right. 13. All right, now you can walk out. And I look away. Uncle Rudy.
She's talking to Antonio.
Yeah.
Hello.
How's it going? How are you?
Oh, I'm great.
Yeah.
Just had a pep talk with Antonio.
I failed to stay awake.
Yeah. We got to deal with it one way or another.
Well, I think Charlie was falling asleep too.
Okay. Oh yeah, Charlie.
I'm covering with my hand, trying to like.
Yeah. Peripheral vision. I have peripheral vision. Yeah, I think I want to go find Charlie. So I'll start to.
So
go
you
towards-
notice
Yeah.
the marble steps up to Charlie's stateroom have gotten smaller, and the bronze nameplate now says Charlotte.
All right.
I'm following, but it's very difficult for my big feet.
Maybe.
Walking on like a Lego.
sideways.
Yeah, you could stay at the foot of the stairs, Rudy. We'll be right down. And I'll very politely knock.
All right. So I have some questions for Charlotte.
Let's hear them.
How much of what has happened does Charlotte know? I don't want to get into a whole time doesn't exist thing here.
No, yeah.
But
It exists within its own framework.
but
Nick.
People need to know.
We know, Nick.
It's an interesting overlay. She is aware of everything that Charlie knows. But for her, it is not the most prevalent memories. It's it's like a dream.
okay.
So like
It surely is a dream.
she knows like who her companions are, and she knows where we just came from and everything. Like she knows everything that just happened, but in kind of like a weird watery way that she kind of has to focus to try and think about.
Okay. And how comfortable is Charlotte in the dreamland?
Incredibly uncomfortable. Like the moment that she wakes
7 foot
up.
tall gold naked guy.
I mean, she hasn't seen that yet, but the moment that she wakes up, she is in the wrong place. This is not her little bedroom on the farm
Okay.
that she shares with her little sister.
And is what Charlotte wants to get rid of different than what Charlie wants to get rid of?
I don't think she knows that yet.
Okay.
Mostly because Charlie doesn't know what he wants to get rid of. And Charlotte is only kind of like, there's a thing that we're going toward, that you're supposed to throw a thing in, but she's very wibbly on all of that.
Okay. So yeah, you hear a knock at your door.
And pops up, sits, looks around. What in the hell? She'll get up, look down at herself, and there's this weird like overlaying of memories where for a second she sees what Charlie always wears before it refocuses into what Charlotte wears, which is, gingham dress.
Well, actually, right now it's a toga.
Well, for a second though, it shifts into the gingham dress before it's, what even is this? And go and look in the mirror and just, oh,
What do you look like?
I'll tell you when Erna sees her.
Okay. Okay.
Goes to the door and kind of like pulls it open just a crack and peeks out. You're looking where Charlie normally is. Look down about a half foot.
Oh, you're shorter than me. That's unusual.
Yeah, I'm short.
Well, we're usually the same height. I'm sorry. Hi. Do you know who I am?
Yeah, I do.
Hi. It's good to see you.
She'll open the door all of the way, and you see about a 6'8".
6'8"?
Excuse me, 4'8". I'm very tired. 4'8".
Eat with me.
Erna looks up.
Come and take your height.
I'm Charlotte.
You need to take out a sarnapian. Then
It's Buff, not a cow.
I'm Charlotte. I'm a Benjamin Button.
Yeah, no, 4'6". Those are the 4'6", 4'8", somewhere in that neighborhood. Freckles are just wild all over her face. Blue eyes, red hair braided down. Looking up at you with a look of, if she were a bit taller, defiance.
Yeah.
But this is just, she's short.
Yeah.
Kind of cute.
Yeah. Erna will try to say Charlie. Can she? Like,
Yeah.
voice, Charlie! Does that feel right?
I don't know.
It's a nickname.
Yeah. Sorry, Erna. I know who you are, and I know more or less what's going on. I'm a bit confused.
All right, well, I'm here to help. And she'll hold out her hand.
Reach up and grab her hand like a little child,
Yeah.
grabbing the hand of someone older.
And there's a giant golden person behind her,
Do you remember Uncle Rudy?
who's probably an unfortunate height for this whole situation.
I got my hand. I'm got my hand. We got one hit, another. I'm like,
You are literally twice her height, or very close to. Oh, right.
Yep. He doesn't usually look like that. We should go find Reggie. Maybe. We should go find Reggie. I'm doing a. Come on, Charlie. Let's go. Or no, what do you want to do? Oh God, this is weird. I'm sorry.
are you two done yet?
I'm recalibrating, Uncle Rudy.
I think this will be a little bit easier if you don't treat me like a child.
Yep. I'm getting
I'm
there.
still
Yes.
me. I still remember.
Yes. Yes.
Kinda. It's really watery. It's like a dream.
Right. We are both figuring it out. It's okay.
Yeah.
I'm here for you. And we're here for each other. And do we want to find Reggie? Yes.
Yes.
Yes. That makes sense. That makes perfect sense. Yeah.
Reggie, you wake up, and you wake up to the feeling of your ear being pulled.
Uh-oh.
Stop that. Stop.
And-
Stop that.
You hear a voice say, "Get up, you lazy so-and-so." And you turn your head, and there's Antonio,
Which one? Wait.
the lizard,
The lizard.
the little
What?
gecko.
He-
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. What?
Look, we don't have time for this. Here's what you need.
You've been squeaking at us for the last 3 weeks, and we don't have time for this?
You are so tiresome.
You are so tiresome, squeakers.
Cease. And he waves his hand, and your mouth is gone. Good
Freaking
Lord.
manifest.
You're still trying to Shut up! Won't you? Look, you're the only one of this entire coterie that's stupid enough to actually believe this, so I'm going to tell you this. The king is going to die tonight,
Oh, thank God.
and you have to make sure it does not happen. I don't know. Because I see the future, but I see it imperfectly. Yes, move on. Move on. Try to keep up. You have to keep the king from dying. And here is the most important thing. You must never, and I mean never, tell anyone else that I am the one that told you. Because it would be a great danger to me and to you. I am a minion of powers you cannot understand. Are you finished?
This is like the opposite of the usual Antonio reaction.
I serve powers you will never understand. And if the king dies, it will be very unfortunate for the mission that we wish to accomplish. Yes, us. No, I do not have a shapely bosom. Is that all you can think about? Are you a Sarnathian? Look,
He does have a shapely boson. I see it too.
again, don't tell anyone about this. Protect the king. All I know is that a Sarnathian will kill him. Protect the king. And you never heard me speak. Never. If you tell anyone, I will go back in time and I will kill the inventor of the tuxedo. Oh, I know where to hurt you. You sad little man. Now, I'm going to leave now. In exactly 1 minute, 27 seconds. There will be a knock on the door. It will be Erna and what is now an obnoxious little child. And Rudolph. Would you, at some point, will you tell him that they are kissing? I've tried. It's impossible. He won't understand. I must go. And he disappears. And your mouth is back.
I need a drink.
And 47 seconds later, there's a knock on your door.
Reggie.
Hello.
Antonio
hello.
is on your shoulder.
Uh-huh. Oh.
And hello. I mean, hello, Erna.
Oh, you were looking at Antonio.
Yes.
13, what?
Right.
Are Are you going to?
You want to make me a tuxedo? Yes, please.
You haven't done my hair in a minute. Do I need a haircut? No.
I'm sure he knows it'll come out looking great. How are you today? Are you well? How are you feeling?
Charlie's not deaf.
What?
She'll just walk up, look up at you, and then kick you very hard in the shin.
What an impertinent little... Ugh.
Right. Well, now that we've gotten that out of the way,
Gotten what out of the way?
We should treat
I'm
Charlie.
still-
Are we sure this is Charlie?
Yes.
I'm still me. Kinda.
We should treat Charlie as Charlie.
I don't...
Secrets and layers, remember?
What?
We talked about
What?
it right before falling asleep.
You could...
No, we talked about how. Oh, him. Never mind.
It's still me. I just have a harder time getting a hold of the memories.
Okay. I'm sorry.
Thank you.
Can you say sorry for kicking me?
No,
It really hurt?
you were talking to me like I was just a child.
Well, you look like just a child, so I don't know
I
how
warned
to
you. I
talk
warned
to
you in
children.
advance. I warned you in advance.
I woke up on the wrong side of the giant Henri-powered...
Oh God, we got two
Fluffy
children out of
bed.
this.
All right, and Charlotte will unfold her arms and stick her hand up. I'm sorry.
This is strangely strong for what are you, 10?
12 and a half.
You're very small.
Yes, I was always small. I got a bit of a growth. I get a bit of a growth spurt in about 3 years.
Ezra, am I allowed to tell them that I know that the king's gonna die? I forgot.
Just in that case, just do
Yeah,
you.
you didn't.
Do
You forgot.
Yeah.
He said,
I want to be able to respect the rules, but
Make
like
an intelligence roll.
Fail
seems
it.
fair.
Fail it. Oh God damn it.
Wow.
Ot 1.
Yeah,
Steel
all
trap.
he said was don't tell. You can't tell them about him.
Okay. Don't ask me how I know this.
How
but
do you know this?
keep going. Don't listen to him. He's a Sonathian.
Asshole.
I still want to know.
Don't tell me, or don't ask me how I know this. Dreamland's shit. But the king is going to die tonight. A Sarnathian is going to murder the king.
Just look at Rudolph.
As far as I know, that's not what we want to do to him.
V. Who is V?
They are the
Sonathian.
Sarnathians.
Who
I'm not a Sarnath. Well,
you are, but you don't have to. You're not a part of the hive
All
mind.
I wanted to do was be a cat, and now we have a child and a giant metal asshole. And
I'm not metal. It's a glow. It's cinnamon.
You do smell nice.
Thank you.
I just wish I had a crown or something.
Wow.
Something fun.
So manifest it then.
But it goes away so quickly.
03. I hand him a crown.
Yeah, he hands you a crown.
Thank you.
That's a Sarnathian crown.
Uh,
But I made it to fit your puny head.
Oh, we're a great group, aren't we?
All right, focus up. So, someone's going to kill the
Somebody's
king.
going to kill the king, and we're not allowed to.
And
let
how do
it
you know
happen.
this?
Do you have any idea why?
Told you I can't tell you.
Why not?
No, I don't know why.
Then why should we believe it?
Because I'm telling you.
I believe you.
Why?
But we're in the
why shouldn't we
Dreamlands.
believe it? There's been a lot of death in the
A lot of
Dreamlands.
death in the dream.
Oh, it's hardly permanent.
What are you talking about?
Tell that to Blackjack.
You're in this situation because it's permanent.
In a way, that Sarnathian lives on in me, though.
You are being intentionally obtuse. And I have a 45 in intelligence.
I'm gonna
You
pretend.
feel
to say
very
that last
sharp right
part.
now, though. Like, I feel like you're on one.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, I woke up with this.
No, what I'm
Message.
saying is you're
And- Yes.
sharp as a tack.
Oh, is this like space dragons?
No. In a way, I suppose.
Was it something reptilian? Sorry, I didn't say that.
Look,
In a meta sort of way.
he said not to ask.
I'd prefer not to be pressed on this point. In any case, I need you all to know this. I also need you all to know that I can't say it, and I think this is important.
I mean, if a king is dying, that is awfully important.
Would be very convenient, though.
Why?
Okay,
That's
okay.
the Sarnath talking.
It would take a
That's
lot. I'm
the
just
Sarnath
no.
talking.
I'm just saying that there's a lot of pressure on me
Uncle
right now,
Woody?
and it would simply take a lot of pressure off of me. That's all that I'm
I just
saying.
want you to promise that you're not the Sarnathian who's going to kill the king.
I don't believe that I am.
Well, I believe that, but promise us that you won't kill the king. Promise us you won't.
Tell me how you know the king is going to die.
Rudolph,
I
that
can't
is-
see into the future.
I've already told you I can't tell you, but you can and have the ability to promise us you won't kill the king. Please do so now.
I promise that I will not, under my own will, unless.
Nope. Nope. In the words of a great deity, no.
What if? But I'm just saying, what if? Because I don't know why. I know nothing about the circumstances. What if there's a really good reason I find out that he should die?
Thoroughly bored with this argument, Charlotte will wander off.
All right.
You're boring the child.
You walk out, and there is a small man in a uniform, and he says, "Well, bon chance.
Hi.
My lovely little child. It is Charlotte, is it?"
Yeah.
We call her Charlie.
Well, bonjour. I am Henri. Whatever you wish, we will make it so.
Henri, it's Charlie. It's just a different body. It's the same person.
Yeah, don't you remember? You talked to me on the
Yes,
on the
I am
platform.
well aware.
All
I am merely being very friendly. It is part of my job to welcome guests to the Dreamland Express.
I guess it is my first time here, kind of technically.
Oui.
Fuck.
I also come
I
to
don't know if I like that. The child just.
remind you all that in a few days we will arrive at the Gulf of No-Dens, and I hope you have prepared your offering to cast into the Gulf to rid yourself of.
We haven't had a lot of chances to focus on that with all the murder that's going on this express.
It has been a very eventful voyage, but I hope that you will have the time in the next 2-3 days to focus.
What's that, Charlie?
The Nodens.
Yes, the Gulf of Nodens. That's where
The
we're off
Gulf
to.
of Notens.
I remember that name.
Yeah, Henri told us about it when we first arrived.
No, he's the one who doesn't know about. And her arm shoots up above her head down to Charlie's height.
Doesn't.
Know about Charlie.
What?
He knows everything except about my adult self.
You already told us about that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's just interesting.
That the
Henri,
Gulf is named after the thing that
Doesn't know about
doesn't
me.
know about you.
Well, about him.
You are him.
Yeah. And also no. It's weird. It's
Yes.
while they're having that conversation, Henri,
Oui.
I just want to be clear, this is not a judgment on you.
Well, I do not enjoy the beginning of this sentence.
It's more a judgment on the ticket seller.
Oh, yes, we have a complaint.
Oh, no, you're talking. This is concurrent.
Please.
The price that Charlie paid for the ticket to this train made it so that Charlie could not ride this train. Does that make sense?
As much as anything here.
Right. I don't think it does make sense. So, I think you found a wonderful workaround for Charlie to be able to ride the train. But I think that the question of the price that he originally paid, considering, I think a refund might be in order. And if you may not be the right person to talk to about this, but I'd be happy to make this argument to someone else.
I imagine you would, yes. I am the person you would speak with, and I am afraid there are no refunds on this trip. It pains me greatly to say no to any of our guests. So instead, I will ignore the question.
Henri,
Oui.
this conversation is not over. There are 3 days left on this trip.
And I will make them 3 wonderful days.
I'm sure you will. I cannot promise the same thing.
We all make choices, mademoiselle.
Look, I've got other things on my mind, but this isn't over.
I wish that
I
was...
turn away.
Oh, you've made her mad.
I encourage you to manifest your offering before you reach the Gulf of Nodens. It is, it is somewhat embarrassing to come to the Gulf with no offering. Usually, that means that you are the offering.
All right.
Thank you. Yes.
I hope you will enjoy the facilities, and if you need anything at all, please do not hesitate to ask. Oh, and one last thing, very important to know, do not sing to the king.
What?
Do
Why
not
not?
sing to the king.
Why would
He has a
anyone...
translator for that.
What? Translator for what? What is
Singing to
going
the
on?
king is considered the height of rudeness.
Why would we ever sing to a king? What does that... is that
We're
some-
gonna go somewhere where singing is the language.
So we can't...
So if you join in and then it's just an opportunity for those who like to sing, who might think, oh, I can sing at anyone, don't sing at the king.
Okay, so don't make me sing.
Yes. Well, no one's making you sing.
Don't make me sing.
But if you feel like
Don't
singing,
make me
don't.
sing.
Somewhere a piano starts making
Don't make me
Musical
sing.
logic.
Thank you for the warning, Henri.
but of course,
You are almost always perfectly kind.
it is what I strive for. Mm-hmm. And he will pop off. 5 giant gold people come out of Rudy's room and head towards the baths.
I used to like the baths.
They were there when I woke up.
Yeah, I'm sure they were.
I didn't.
It's all right. It's all right. It's fine.
I don't
Is it,
know
though?
what to do. I think...
All right. Okay. Let's think about our goals here.
Henri pops back in. I neglected to mention, we will be arriving in 1 hour in Sonanil. We will have about 6 hours before the king comes on board, if you wish to explore the lovely city.
Remind me, Henri. Was this where my father got off?
Oui.
Okay.
Oh, now we got that to do too.
Yeah. I've got lots of goals.
I think I need to go back into my room. I'll be back.
Okay.
I slink backwards. I close the door. Click.
God, he is being very suspicious.
I go and I sit in a chair and I start concentrating really hard to manifest my dependence on my father.
All right. Make me a roll.
You should have a crown on your head.
At least I have a crown on my
And
head.
honey, you should see me in a crown.
52 out of 40, or 65.
So
Aren't you using a manifest skill?
this,
I'm using power.
it's starting to look like something you recognize. You have, it's almost like clay where you're sort of forming
Okay, so
something.
I'm sitting and I'm like closing
But-
my eyes, and then
yeah.
I feel something kind of in my hands that I'm like,
but what you feel like right now, you feel like everything you're doing is surface. Like all you can come up with is like literally a bust of your father's head, and you're like,
I have an idea of what I'd want it to be.
okay, but you're not getting there right
okay.
now. That's what you're manifesting. But yeah, you have an idea of what you want it to be, and for whatever reason, you're struggling with that. But that you've got a good start to it.
Okay.
Yeah.
I also order a martini.
No problem.
That's easier.
Do you know what you're throwing in?
When I started off, do you remember when I accidentally manifested that very mean notebook?
Yeah. Kept yelling at you.
Yeah, I think he was actually pretty close to what at the time I would have thrown in. Sort of my self-doubt and my feelings of inadequacy.
All the voices of people who told you couldn't.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so creepy. It's so creepy. It's Charlie coming out of the voice of a child. It's creepy.
Has that
Yes.
changed?
The
You're not
things
same
that
person.
I'm not. The things that I felt self-conscious about then just don't seem to matter as much anymore. So now,
Well, it sounds like you've already cast them off.
yeah, didn't have to throw him in the Gulf. I don't know. I guess
You don't need to,
Throw anything in?
Well, but he said that if we don't, then we're the offering. That's what he just said.
He's referring to people who throw themselves in. He's saying that people who show up without an offering tend to throw themselves in. It doesn't mean we're the offering if we don't have something to throw in.
It might. Things tend to be weirdly literal.
Yeah, you don't have to go to the Gulf.
You don't have to go.
Yeah.
I think there's probably something. But I think
anything you imagine you'll be able to handle on your own.
But if you don't throw something in the Gulf, every time you sleep on the Orient Express,
go back here. Oh man, I should throw something away. It doesn't have to be a big thing. It could be like, I don't know.
Literally anything.
Yeah, like my dependency on chocolate or something. I don't know.
Whoa!
No. That is a core character trait.
Yeah, I bring it up all the time.
We will have an intervention.
Can't stop talking about chocolate.
What about you, Rudolph?
I mean, I have something, but I'm not going to cast it away.
Do you want to talk about it?
No.
Okay. Honestly, I'm feeling, I don't know. It's just that I have so much going on right now, so I can't decide. Yeah, I don't know. Something. I have a good think about it. While I'm thinking about how I can get you a refund, which I will do.
So
Yeah.
I hate to be difficult about that, but that price was actually for the other train.
But it also applied to this train.
Well, it carried over, but not in this case. It's not fair.
And when it is not fair, look, there is logic here, but it is a logic that doesn't make sense. If I can convince Henri that he is capable of giving a refund, then he will be able to give a refund. I can manifest his ability to give Charlie a refund.
I'm just gonna say, brace yourself for sometimes things not being fair. Just
Okay.
brace yourself. I'm
I'm
not telling
braced.
you to give up.
I'm braced. I'm braced.
Mesdames and messieurs, a message from the king.
Oh. boy.
A message from the king, a message from the king, a message from the king.
No jazz hands.
I did too.
No jazz hands. We've learned this.
Welcome to Solanil, gracious subjects one and all. The city welcomes you with open arms, as long as you hug back. Remember well that when you leave, you may never return.
Oh, thank God.
For the gods surely curse those who leave for rejecting perfection.
Don't encourage it.
I mean, when in Rome, right?
And so the train pulls into the station at Solanil, and there is out every window you see a ridiculous Busby Berkeley dance number going on. There's
Statues of
somehow a pool appears and people dive into the pool.
Same thing.
And people seem to be coming onto the train and going off the train. It's almost like, the train is sort of wide open for now.
Henri, we have 6 hours, correct?
Wait.
All right.
Will there be something like a train whistle to tell us it's about time?
Oh, we will not leave without you. In exactly 6 hours, everyone holding a ticket will be brought back to the train.
Am I holding a ticket now? Is that how this works?
Yes.
Oh, good.
Hypothetically, I'm with you all now. Hypothetically, if we were all thrown in prison for whatever reason.
murdering king, let's say.
Yeah, murdering the king, perhaps.
God damn it.
I am uncomfortable with this conversation.
Me too.
I suggest
It's
we
a
not...
hypothetical.
Yes,
It was
let us
about
not test
hypothetical.
this hypothetical.
No, but
of
if
course
we
not.
were put in the king's prison,
I mean, theoretically, our ticket would be taken away, and then we're no longer the holders of a ticket.
This feels less like a hypothetical and more like a confession.
Well, as long as the king doesn't die, we're fine.
I really
I'm going
hate you
to
right
go now.
I really hate you right now.
Please enjoy your visit to Sonanil.
Thank you, Henri.
Thank you, Henri.
Yep.
Tell us.
What? Tell you what?
I am sorry. I'm gonna be in a little bit of an investigation mode. And I don't know how to turn this into song, but I will figure out how.
Fight it.
Well, I'm just saying, I think that's how I can get information.
Is by singing
Yeah.
to the people?
Well, that's the language that they speak.
I never did singing lessons.
I am thoroughly enjoying how uncomfortable Reggie is about this.
I don't like it.
Yeah, this side of the table's having a time. And anybody is welcome to join me. But you're not required to. There is a lot going on, and I understand that we might have different priorities.
You're looking for your father, right?
Yeah.
Oh, that investigation mode.
Yeah.
I think that's pretty important.
To us. But there are more things going on, so we don't all have to be doing this.
Well, there's two things going on here, right? We're trying to find your father and keep what you know from you know what's going to happen from happening.
Correct.
Do you know when it's supposed to happen?
No. Just that it can't.
Tonight.
Tonight. I do.
You know the king is coming on the train to take the train.
It'll probably happen while we're on the train tonight.
Well, then we have plenty of time
I suppose
here in the city, right?
Yes.
You told us the bit about it being a Sarnathian. That's why we were...
Yes.
Yeah, okay.
Glaring at Rudolph.
Well, no, but that is an interesting line of thought. This will be the last thing I do before I go off on my mission.
But the king
they-
is connected to the Sarnathians.
But if they lost the case, do you think they would take it out on him?
They're
They are
self-centered enough.
appallingly petty, but
Yes.
they're all connected to the king. It's all He's a part of the mind.
No, there are a king of Sarnathians, and then there's this king.
Yeah, there's
They're
the king
separate.
of the Sarnathians. This is the king of the Dreamlands.
Who's above the king of the Sarnathians?
King Karanis is the king of everybody.
Oh, so I wouldn't care if he died.
Well,
I mean, I wouldn't care if the king of Sarnathian died, but then that would go to someone else, so it wouldn't. It
the
would be immaterial.
Sarnathian in you might not. Thank you.
I mean, the Rudy in me hates the Dreamlands thoroughly too, though. You have to understand, there's multiple facets.
It's layers of hate.
Not layers of fear, the video game. Layers of hate.
Layers of hate.
That's a good episode.
That's a beautiful episode title, actually.
You're welcome.
I mean,
All right, well, then it sounds like we're not too worried about whatever's going to happen with the king happening before we come back to the train.
Yeah, that's fair.
So why don't we help you with your investigation?
All right.
I'm delighted I finally found Charlotte's voice.
You got that. Ha 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 ha. Ha 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 ha. She goes out.
All right, so you head out of the train. There's just a cacophony of music everywhere.
6 glorious days.
Everyone is singing to each other. You see like two people walking along just singing a duet together. And to you, it sounds like Broadway. It's, like everything has harmony. Although you do see a couple people having an argument and the music is much more discordant and that sort of thing. There's like a West Side Story fight going on.
Okay.
But they're sort of going about their everyday lives.
All right, here we go. I'm not going to be as good as them.
Where do you want to start?
Well, I figured I'd sing at people and then see if anybody
Like randomly sing at people?
Well, I was thinking that perhaps this was like a musical structure. So I would have to if narratively I sang a song about looking for my father, they might
Oh, that's a good idea.
pick up on it.
join in.
Oh, so you're going to start with a solo and hope that other people join
I
in?
knew Erna was a fan of music.
I certainly would not have guessed that.
Well, here we are. I've
What do I roll for
established
story
it.
structure to...
Well, okay, here's the thing. I understand. It doesn't matter. My mother's into them. I don't know. Anyway, all right.
Start the song.
Fine art. I'm going to make a fine art roll.
All right, make a fine art roll.
I'll see if I can give any pointers. Oh! I give you no advice. I did not fumble, though.
He starts singing, and
No,
it
I
is
do
the
not.
worst sound you've ever heard.
No, I'm not singing.
No, but I think
I'm
you're.
structure.
You realize you're singing,
Oh.
and you're like, ah!
Oh, no.
And someone looks at you and goes, I hear the words come out of your mouth, but I don't hear what, ow!
Now that's music to my ears.
I think we hear like a little like doo 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 doo. Pardon me.
It's not like a...
Could someone please?
It's a sharp one. Not
stop.
He's not a, like...
She's starting her solo.
I'm trying to stop my solo. God damn it.
Sorry.
I'm gonna do it again. Do 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 do. Pardon me. Does anyone know where my father could be?
I
Six
hear
or
the words
7 years
come
ago.
out of your mouth, but no things can I understand. Are you speaking to me? Is this a language of music you speak?
Yes. Sir, please. I can't do this.
I hear the words.
Okay, let's move away from this guy. I don't like his song.
Backstab him again. See, I understand that.
The translators.
Once, twice, you'll never hit me again.
The translators, right?
Make a power roll. I fail it. Do I hit him again?
He's gonna try a dodge.
I do with the other hand.
All right, no, that's funnier. He does that. He goes, ah!
I walk away. I won.
Okay,
humming to
but at a
myself.
train station, are there any translators that we can find?
There's an Henri.
Henri,
Where?
you said something about translators.
Oh,
Can we hire a translator? I don't think I have it in me.
Is she gonna
fine.
show up?
Wait, are we gonna make Ezra
Well, we
sing
don't-
to himself?
We don't.
So,
we could. There's a
hand wave it.
possibility that we could hand wave this.
He says, but of course, I know someone perfect for this. I just need to, pardon me. And he goes to the ticket booth and he sings something. And they sing back and he says, she'll be right here.
I don't understand why the singing didn't work. I think it was perfectly.
Well, you must
Appropriate.
understand. This is. When we sing, we are singing a song. When they sing, they are speaking their language.
So did Father know the language?
Oh, yes. He was. Your father was very knowledgeable about the Dreamlands. In fact, the translator knew your father.
That's perfect.
Well, that's very narratively convenient.
Well,
Structure. Now the structure.
and walking up is is the woman from Paris, Rita, dressed like like a gypsy, smoking a cigarette. Yeah, you know, I knew the man, not in that way,
Oh, good.
but
What way is that?
When you're older.
you see,
You know.
you see,
It's funny because you was the one who explained her to me the first time,
When-
and I don't know if you're old enough.
when one person pays another person a great deal of money to have relations.
Relations.
You know what she's talking
Oh,
about.
you're being a little stinker.
You're being a stinker.
You're being a stinker,
She's
darling.
being a She's being a stinker. He's being
This is why I
Charlie's
don't
being
work
a
with children.
That's good.
There's a lot of other reasons you don't work with children too.
I work with animals sometimes.
Wow. Okay. Maybe this is what I throw into the goat.
get rid of it.
Just get rid of
Get
it.
it
Get rid of
rid
it.
of it.
In fire.
So Lita, good to see you again. Are you the same Lita from Paris?
No, I'm Rita.
Okay. You knew my father. He was here.
He hired me.
He was here 6 or 7 years ago.
Yes.
Could you take us to where he was, where he went?
Of course.
All right.
We went to a restaurant,
Uh-huh.
and he had they have a drink there that makes you forget things.
Why did he do that?
Do you know what he was trying to forget? You didn't say?
I wasn't interested.
Look, I'm going to be fully transparent with you, Rita.
Okay.
He disappeared from where I am, and I'm trying to figure out what happened to him.
Okay.
So, anything that you can tell us about what he did here, and I'd be happy to go visit these places, would be helpful to me.
Okay. He talked about the hat a lot,
Yeah.
and he talked to himself a lot. He was talking, but not to me.
Yeah.
He was having a discussion with something in his head. He was not happy. Whatever he was talking with, it was an argument.
Mm-hmm. And then after he had the drink, did something change?
He told me I could go before he had the drink.
Well,
And he already knew the language, but he still hired you.
Yeah. He said it was hard to sing with the other voice in his head.
I'm sure the other voice didn't harmonize.
well, perhaps we could ask the curator of the place where he got the drink.
Yes. I will take you. It's the Tears of Leth.
Oh,
Haven't we heard that before?
yeah.
Really?
The River Leth?
Oh, yeah.
It's mythology.
Is it?
Well, I mean, there might be. We might have heard this, but I also know about the riverlet where you.
Yeah, it's the river that you drink and you forget.
And Anna would also know.
Well, it's also like the river Styx, isn't it?
Two separate rivers, I think.
I think they're two different.
But they are both connected to Hades.
That's what I thought. Okay.
So Anna knows about that. Tears of Death. But we also might have heard about it as a character.
It was probably Lete in Greek or something.
Yeah. Well, I don't have Greek on my sheet.
I mean, that's like Hercules versus Heracles.
I'm Greek in the sheets.
Wait, there's so much I could learn from you that I don't want to know. So, yeah.
Oh, you should get that checked.
How are you the translator for the singing place? Do you have like a jazzy sort of throaty voice? Or?
It's some people like it.
Yeah, I bet.
It's earthy.
How would you order a meal here in their language?
I hate all of these noises.
Oh God.
Okay.
X card.
Not quite.
We're getting there.
Okay, I order a salad, huh?
Uh-huh.
Green is the valley I wish to eat. Bring me a salad. Don't smell like feet.
Okay.
So it's a little bit in the language of metaphor, not necessarily a one-to-one.
I speak the language.
Interesting.
So it's not just about being on key.
Obviously not. Obviously not.
It's also about singing, speaking in song. All right. Well, let's go to this place.
So she will lead you through town, and this is not like everybody's happy all the time. There are you see sad songs being sung. You see a man who's interested in a woman who's not interested in him, and his song is beseeching, and her song is, just pushing him away. You see police chasing a thief, and they have a sort of a Les Mis marching song as they go after him. And it just that like music is their everyday language, and that's how they do everything.
Accompaniment too.
Yeah, there's music. Yeah.
Ooh.
And Rita will bring you here, and she says, the bartender's name is Larry.
Okay.
All right, we'll go talk to a Larry.
I don't think we will.
You will. He doesn't speak our language, does he?
No, he does.
Oh, incredible.
Yeah, he was killed in the war.
Oh.
Oh, he was human.
The war.
Still is.
He's
But he's chosen to stay here.
Well, he's dead in the real world.
Well, right, but he didn't go anywhere else.
Nope.
No. Well then.
Huh.
Maybe he likes music.
Maybe.
all right. Thank you, Rita.
He's condemning
I'll
himself.
wait here.
Thank you,
Must
Rita.
you? Thank you.
Or I could go.
No, just in case.
We need the help.
We'll bring you some tea and honey.
Hello, Larry.
I thought his name was a Larry.
Oh, you don't sing.
No, we don't.
Oh, that's fantastic.
Hello.
Hello. What can I help you forget?
Actually, we were hoping you could remember something.
Oh, well, this is a turnaround.
There was a man who came here, my father. His name is Klaus Klein.
Looks kind of like. Never mind.
I have no idea what he looks like, but my uncle
Yeah, I
could describe him for you.
Yeah, I will describe an idealized version of him. much younger.
Perfect human.
Yeah.
Great hairline.
70 in appearance.
A little bit of a jerk.
I described him as being taller than he was.
Yeah, he was very short.
Yeah, he was wearing a hat, right?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
He was very
Red,
good.
very.
red fez.
Yeah, that's the one. Striking that.
There's the voice in his head.
He's he was very unhappy. He wanted to forget something that someone close to him had done to him.
Huh.
Can't imagine.
Can't imagine who that would be.
He said he could never forgive as long as he remembered that it happened.
Oh, really?
We go get some air.
Did he say where he was going after this?
I think he was going back to the world. He said he had to protect some woman.
Anna or Gertrude or I don't know, somebody else,
He didn't say a name. I'm sorry.
some woman. But I wasn't a woman at the time, just a girl.
Just a girl in the world.
I did actually leave when I.
Yeah.
Just so.
I'm just
yeah.
a girl standing in front of the world.
Music starts to.
Erna's mad. Uncle Rudy didn't do anything. They were just under difficult circumstances together.
Erna.
He should have known that.
Erna.
Why did he leave?
Erna. Somebody close to him. Who else was close to your father as close as...
I read what happened. It wasn't Uncle Rudy's fault.
I don't know if that's the thing.
Dr. Smith?
I don't know if that was the thing that happened, necessarily.
You think something else happened?
Maybe?
That wasn't in the notebook.
We don't know.
God. Uncle Rudy.
There's a lot of time between that notebook.
Pretty sure that's the thing.
Well,
But that isn't fair.
There's a lot of things that aren't fair.
Rudy just had that talk with you.
I know.
I hate it when talks come back.
He's wrong.
Well, I could help you with that.
I don't want to forget. I want to remember.
Fair enough.
I need to remember this so when I see him, I can knock some sense into him.
you want to beat up your father?
Not like literally, figuratively.
Don't we all?
I suppose so.
My father's a fine, upstanding man.
Oh, that's great,
I'm very
Larry.
glad for you.
Larry, is there any way to bottle your drinks up and take it with us?
You know, I've never thought of that. That's interesting. I don't know how well it's gonna. Oh, I'm Australian all of a sudden.
I mean, that's fine.
I forgot my accent.
You
can be Australian if you want.
My friend.
My last name's Jensen.
Oh, is it? I don't get that joke. I don't get that
That's when. Never mind. Never
It came
mind.
up in the first episode, Jensen's
Oh,
disease.
Jensen's disease.
And Thomas just grins on the other side of the glass.
No.
No.
Well, but it never occurred to me to bottle it. Maybe it'll last. Here, let's try it. I think I've got an old soda pop bottle somewhere in here. Yeah, okay, here.
Magic might be helpful.
And he hands you a bottle. On the house.
Oh, what is the cost usually?
A finger. That's a joke. That's a joke.
Larry, you card.
That's very kind of you. Thank you.
Oh, sure.
And I
You
step
have been very
outside.
kind.
What does it look like? What does it look like?
Soda bottle.
It is an alarmingly milky liquid.
Ugh.
It's like a grayish, milky. It kind of looks like the worst non-fat
Thing that I
milk.
made earlier.
Yeah. Uh-oh, Lope is at it again, folks.
Hello.
Lope, talking about magic and Call of Cthulhu. Lope knows more about, has like forgotten more about.
You've made this joke
Yeah, you
before.
made that joke.
Honestly, I know people like that. People who have forgotten more about the lore of some
amazing.
things that I will ever know.
You get that joke one more time.
No, he gets them as many times as he wants.
I haven't actually cut anyone off yet.
But
I get
Lope,
that joke.
thank you so much for the bits. The bits are for the players. Oh man, off the
You've been
And
cooking.
caught it from falling off the table.
You've been
I'm very
clicking.
pleased with myself.
But thank you so much, Lo. Actually, I don't know what book the rune magic is. Do me a favor, Lo. Put in the chat what book the rune magic stuff is in, because I'm interested in that. I don't think it's in the regular rule book. Is it in the magic book they did? That would make sense.
It would make sense. Maybe it's special, maybe it's a special rune splat book.
Yeah, it was in the Dwarves Handbook.
Thank you, Larry.
Sure.
I will treasure this always.
You have been helpful.
Unless you forget about it. I'm not there.
Larry,
I think you
Is
want a
it-
drink.
I don't.
Okay.
This is important to remember. Is there anything else you can remember about him?
He was very sad. And, like I said, very angry at whatever was going on in his head.
He wanted to forgive him, even if he was wrong to need to in the first place.
Yeah, that's what he said. Yeah, he said he couldn't forgive until he forgot.
Just because I disagree with the premise doesn't mean I don't respect the feeling. Any hint of, he said he was going to protect a woman.
Yeah, his daughter, I think it was.
Yeah. Okay.
It was you.
But why did he
He may have thought that disappearing was the way to protect you. If he had other voices in his head.
He's dealing with very dangerous things. Also, well,
Uh-oh.
Yeah?
I don't like that look you just got on your face.
Yeah?
I might have something you'd be interested in.
Yeah. What is it?
It's a little dangerous,
All right.
but I can reverse the drink.
Make him remember?
No. You drink it, you remember what he forgot.
what the what?
All right.
Larry.
What's the side effect?
yeah, you're
it's-
bearing the lead here,
It's
Larry.
basically poison.
So it would harm Erna?
Probably. Yeah, it's pretty terrible, but you would remember what he forgot. I think hold on. And he goes back and he pulls a curtain. And in this curtain is just endless rows of bottles of liquid. And in each of them has a label. And it's got a date and a name on it.
You save everyone's memories?
Well, of course. I mean, they can't just they don't just burn away into the ether. They're here.
That's so many.
And unless the person who gave up the memory drinks it, it's basically poison. Now, I gather from what you've said, you're somewhat related to this person?
I am the daughter.
Well, maybe it would be okay then, I don't know.
It's worth an experiment.
Is it?
Yes.
Would it,
I'm just going to need you to sing yes at the end of this waiver.
Larry, is there a chance that she could die?
Well, I'll be honest, no one's ever drank someone else's memory.
So how do you even know it's poison?
Well, that's the theory of it.
You know your trade.
Yes. Give me the vapor.
All right, he sings a long legal treatise. There are like subclauses.
Those are the worst songs.
The song is called "The Party of the First Part," and it's like 8 minutes long.
Oh, God.
And then he says, "Sing yes,
Yes.
sing better.
Yes.
You can do better.
Yes.
That'll work." And he pulls down. He pulls down a bottle. It's a tiny little bottle with a crystal stopper in it, and he says, "When you take the topper off, breathe in the aroma, and then drink it all down."
I don't like this.
I know you think this is ill-advised, and I respect that you haven't stopped me.
But it's also our only lead.
Yeah. Thank you.
your uncle's going to be very angry.
Yep.
You should probably sit down first.
All right. Smart. You're so smart, Charlie. Sit down. Take it off.
All right. Make me a con roll.
We don't need bits for this.
We might.
You push the roll.
In Mythic Iceland. Huh.
I make it.
Okay. So this memory is the memory of what happened the moment that Rudy shoved the hat on him.
Okay.
Do you have? Wait.
I disagree with this.
Okay.
I didn't put the hat on him.
Yes.
He put it on himself.
Dr. Smith put it on him.
Right.
So there's a couple things I disagree with. Okay. Let me breathe.
Yeah. No. Okay.
me?
Let me wait. I like
I
this better.
think- no.
What is?
What
is the
I
memory?
also want Nick's opinion about this, is actually what I was going
All
to
right.
say. Because from what we saw in game, I don't think Klaus would have blamed any of that on Rudy. Obstinately would not blame Rudy for anything. So what would, and we can talk it out, but what would be the thing?
I mean, it's so.
Because there's a lot that Rudy blames himself for. But
Is it
what
something
would,
that happened at the
I was
tower?
basically no. I mean, for me, it's more the because up front in the moment he can be like, okay, I'll do this for Rudy. I'm doing this for myself, and then when the ramifications hit, it's like, why did he put me? Like, I wouldn't be here if he hadn't done that. And so I see it as something where, like, after the fact, he's like, oh, I resent this with every bit of my being.
So yeah, what? Just to give some ground here. What happened is, as soon as that hat went on his head, he had an alien living in his head that was telling him things
Horrible
that he
things.
didn't want to hear and telling him things to do and that sort of thing. And he could work with that alien force to do things, but it was always there. And that just was slowly eating away at him.
yeah.
I mean, and the thing is if I hadn't screwed up so badly, like it went from like the situation didn't need to be that bad.
Yeah.
I really screwed up, and then I'm like looking at him like pleading for him to clean up my mess.
Yeah.
And that's why he ended up there.
Yeah. I mean, what I'm saying is it makes sense from your perspective to blame yourself.
Yeah. I mean,
But yeah. No, I mean, I think, yeah. I don't. Yes. I think that this was a very slow build over years of having to deal with this thing and going back to
And
that
it just
moment.
kept coming back to that moment.
Going back to that moment and seeing his brother's face, who he loved very deeply. And that would explain why he would also want to forget this. Because he's like, I don't want... I'm in two lanes right now because I was Klaus and I am Erna. So but I do think I'm liking what we're building here. So it's that it was, 18 years of existing with this thing and thinking about that moment and seeing Rudy's face and eventually giving in to that. So I think that whole experience flashes through Erna's head. It's a long memory.
And the very last bit
Yeah.
is a second of silence. And Klaus, a contented sigh. And then the voice says, I'm still here.
Yeah. He never lost it. He became the controller of the fezzes or something. Okay. It doesn't answer all my questions.
Just as long as Dr. Smith is fine.
So that all happens like that.
I don't think he did forgive Dr. Smith.
Dr. Smith, of course, is completely innocent in all this.
Yes,
Please. Isn't that right, Venice?
of
I'm
course.
fine. I did the best thing that I could.
Of course you did, sir.
Thank you, Veros. I feel so much better.
There's so many shades that you can give, sir.
We're getting a little mini one.
But I think if you
you
come
get
away
my-
from something, you're seeing more like you've seen Rudolph from your perspective, but you're seeing like the pattern of Rudolph's behavior now. And like you're seeing a much more full picture of like this keeps ending up in the same bad place and he never learns.
But Klaus never sees that. Klaus always is like, it's my brother.
Yeah, he loved him.
But Erna
Yeah,
has.
piece
I'm
of
just saying
shit.
no, I'm just saying you're seeing a fuller picture
Yeah.
now.
I am seeing patterns that are bad from a lot of people that are close to me, including myself.
Being human.
How was it? I'm very interested.
I feel better. I understand. I understand more. I understand why he felt the way he felt, but it's not fair. Thank you.
Oh, sure. You can keep the bottle if you want.
It's very pretty.
You might be able to get some fumes every once in a while.
I don't know if I want to relive that, but thank you. I think I walk out to see if Uncle Rudy is still outside.
Oh yeah.
Yes. Someone is like, he's like, Rudy's standing there, and behind him he's studiously ignoring someone saying, "Move your big gold ass, please. You're in the way. I got a wagon. You see where this is going?"
I'm taking out my misery on this person. I'm just there's
You keep moving the direction he moves.
you see like the lip keeps like curling up and then going back straight. Like I'm trying to pretend like
I know you hear me.
Sorry, what?
I said you hear me.
What'd you say? I don't understand.
This is not a patter song.
I don't know what that is, so like
Move your big gold ass.
That almost is a patter song.
Uncle Rudy?
yes. And I step away without realizing that
Asshole. As he's going
little
away.
shake. Anyhow. Oh, not for you. I don't do shit.
No, I know. To him. That's fine. It's fine.
Rudy, is that a friend of yours?
Oh yeah, we go way back. Oh, are you there?
I'm outside.
You all came out.
So did you you get a lead? Do you know?
He went back to protect me. I don't know what else.
I mean, did he? I mean, how? I'm trying to do the math now from when he ended up here, knowing
But
that.
time.
Yeah, that's yes. But I'm still trying to be.
I mean, you think it was 7 years ago?
According to Henri. So,
Well, I mean, just because he came back to our world doesn't mean he came back to your part of our world.
clearly didn't.
He must,
Did
he
he?
must have gone somewhere else.
I never saw him in. I mean, what I saw was, I think, in here still.
What did you see?
He was surrounded by those the animal creatures.
The animal.
They were wearing the skins of cats and rabbits.
That's why he's got a thing about them.
Oh.
I think your vision could be true and also false. Second sight. It's.
I mean, maybe you were seeing back.
I mean, I can only tell you what I saw. I don't know much beyond that. I looked into the folklore around it. I tried to make sense of it.
I mean, you haven't told us what you saw. you refused to for
Well, I
most
didn't
of this
want-
month.
Well, time.
Tom.
I don't want to talk about time.
Yeah.
Me neither.
What did you see?
I mean, as far as I could. I mean, looking in the folklore, it looked like it was the Keitchi, the things that wear the skins of cats. They're known to steal souls. That's what I think the cats were. The rabbits are often known as messengers of the underworld, going in between. So I thought maybe that they were giving me the message. Maybe they were trying. I don't.
And you
I
saw
don't
your
know
brother
anymore.
with these things?
Yeah, he was crying out for help as they surrounded him.
Everybody make a spot hidden roll.
Spin.
Someone's singing about this.
I
That's
didn't say a
a
listen roll.
critical.
Oh, yeah, no.
All right. You see a rabbit, a brown rabbit that is like listening, like its ear almost comically like to everything
radar
that he's
dish.
saying.
And where did you see him surrounded by these things?
I like
In a forest
tug
of
Charlie's
some
sleeve
sort.
and like try to motion subtly towards a rabbit.
And this is not like an Alice in Wonderland rat. This is just a rabbit.
Yeah.
I'll glance in the direction that she indicates because I failed the check, but
There's a rabbit there. A kind of a big old jackrabbit.
And were they taking him away?
He was just crying out for help.
do you want me to?
It's rabbit season.
Is it focused on Rudy?
It's listen. Yeah, it seems to be listening intently.
Yeah, I'll motion.
To me?
Yeah,
Okay.
I trust you.
Why did you not want to tell us this before?
I didn't want her to follow in his footsteps.
He told me.
As she was following in his footsteps, you didn't
I
want
was trying. I did eventually, but I was hoping I could prevent history from repeating.
While the rabbit is focused on this argument, I want to kind of like fade back in that way that kids can in a crowd and kind of circle around.
Make me a stealth roll with a bonus die.
Okay. Stealth still is not a very good skill.
You've caught
for
rat.
me.
Oh, God.
14 out of 20. I will
All right,
take it.
I grew up on a rabbit ranch. Those rabbits get out there hard. I'm not kidding, by the way. This is real.
This is real.
Nick's the rabbit rancher.
You know, like you do.
The dogs helped a lot. When the rabbit got out, we had some very good dogs that would catch them and very gingerly bring them back.
Very gently, like mouth them.
Yeah.
Cute.
I want to kind of circle around so that I can see the rabbit, but the rabbit can't see me. I want to pick up a rock and huck it at the back of its head.
Poor bunny.
Okay.
Spy Bunny.
You hit it, and it like whips around, and its eyes go wide, and it takes off.
I'm gonna chase it.
Okay.
I have.
What?
I've got eyes on both things. I say, follow Charlie.
So all of a sudden,
Takes off running.
Charlotte takes off running.
in that way that a farm kid does
Yeah.
when chasing after.
You have no idea what she's chasing.
What is going
It's a
on?
rabbit. Follow Charlie.
I don't
Run
have.
at. Oh.
I don't have my running tux.
Manifest it.
Roll at disadvantage.
Manifest.
All right, you all take off running after.
29.
I've got nothing holding me back.
Yeah. All right, you all take off running after this rabbit. A minutes-long musical chase scene ensues.
Banjo?
Probably.
I mean, you're in the lead, so
yeah.
it's gotta.
or a very jaunty
Eastbound and down.
a very jaunty harmonica.
And
There's one in the.
I know.
it finally ends with you cornering the rabbit in an alley. It makes a wrong turn, and all of a sudden, it's like backed against a wall, and it's looking at you, and its ears are like drooping down.
Hi, Bunny.
Charlie, what are you going to do with that rabbit?
Well, I feel like we might want to ask it some questions.
Can it speak?
Ow.
Can you speak?
I can see.
Oh God! It's a.
I run up and slap the rabbit.
talk to.
Why were you listening?
Do you know Klaus?
Don't hurt me.
We're not going to hurt you.
I'm just a cute bunny rabbit.
No, you're a messenger. We were just told you're a messenger for demons.
Well,
No,
no.
Underworld. And I don't even know
Underworld.
if that's completely.
Why are you so interested in this man's story?
I mean, he's 7 foot tall and gold.
Yes, but why are you specifically interested in his story?
I thought he might have money. I'm so hungry.
Psychology test.
All right, yeah.
Yes.
I mean, how much do you know about rabbit psychology?
More than you want to know. I didn't make it.
That does
What?
not come as a surprise.
We were all banking on you.
You trust this rabbit?
All right.
Just, I'm so hungry.
I'm gonna check its seams. I'm gonna see if it's leaking.
Okay, so you, hey!
Antonio? Do you know this guy? Okay.
It can talk and Antonio can't.
That's a difference between them, yeah.
I wonder if they
Big
both. I bet
difference.
they both like pasta just as much.
I'm sure they
So hungry.
Yeah. Talk.
will get you some pasta.
Okay, what,
What do you know?
well, I know my numbers.
Okay, what are your numbers?
Oh, cut the cute shit. Cut it now.
Please don't hit me again.
I will hit you again if you go for this cutesy bullcrap. We're not buying it. You want pasta? Talk. I will do it.
I'm sorry. They made me do it.
Who's they?
No one.
Smack him.
Bullshit.
It's further the wrong way.
That's just mean.
You're being mean.
Yeah.
You're not telling us what you know.
Look, it's gonna hurt.
If you say the thing.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm used to things hurting today. Tell me.
Okay. Somebody's gotta kill me.
Why?
That's the only way the message comes out.
Oh, we have to kill you.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That seems a bit extreme, even.
The 11-year-old is like, all right.
I hope the right like I learned something about Charlie. Whoa. Whoa.
It's going towards your kill count.
Don't mess with real world.
Rabbits and chickens do not count.
Talking rabbits.
Is it a half?
It's a quarter at best.
All right, you picked it up and it just is like,
Can we talk around it? Is there any way to...
What if we kill you with kindness?
What if we give you a nice pasta meal first?
Oh yeah, last meal.
really enjoy that.
That's...
All right.
I'm gonna
montage of a
manifest. No, I'll manifest one real
Yeah.
quick. No, I don't get it.
All right. He looks very disappointed. Yeah, you guys go.
I got a
all right.
7.
A huge, like, Lady and the Tramp plate of pasta appears, and the bunny's just like, okay, after this, I'll be happy to die. Oh, it's so good. Oh, and he just starts eating the plate of pasta.
Slurp.
I goes, all right, somebody kill me. Look, here's what's gonna happen.
Okay.
You're gonna kill me, and then in the seconds after I die, the message from the underworld will be delivered.
Okay. Thank you.
Yeah, thanks. Thank you.
No, you don't have to say that.
You know, you could not kill me,
And...
and I go,
Oh.
and I promise I won't tell anybody what I heard.
Oh, God. I go up to it.
Oh, God.
I was... No, because I was
wanted to
hoping we
give
were
it
going to
to
start
Charlie.
talking, and then I could snap a snap before it realized...
I do it.
All right, you snap its neck.
I didn't want to see it coming.
The body of the rabbit floats into the air, and it's like its head is hanging at a horrible angle, and its eyes and its mouth open, and white light shoots out of them, and you hear Klaus's voice going, "Help me! I'm stuck here!
In the underworld?
I'm stuck in hell!"
Oh, my God.
And that's where we're gonna end the episode.
I cover the bunny's mouth when I see her.
Well, at least now we know.
Oh. This is why.
I think Lope wants
This
me.
is why.
Yeah. I think Lope wants me to learn rune magic.
Are you gonna start reading entrails?
Well, we'll have a long hiatus for you to.
I think my dad like forced me to go hunting.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
That would make
totally-
sense.
Yeah.
So.
You've got to kill it, boy.
I don't want to, Father.
Charlotte grew up on a farm. She's been ringing chicken necks when she was like 7.
So, thank you so much, everybody, for the bits.
Thank you.
Lope, thanks for telling me which book that was. I don't have Mythic Iceland. I think that's a last edition source book. I'll have to look that one up.
Legacy.
We will be back next week for the season finale. Ooh. Is it going to be a trip to hell?
Probably.
Is a king going to die? I
Yes.
found out it's one I don't care about, so maybe.
Nope.
The answer to will I kill it has changed.
It's on the table now.
We will be back next week for more shenanigans, and then after that, some D&D stuff will happen. It's going to be great. Trust me.
That's good.
They'll roll initiative.
You're so convincing.
Yeah, they'll probably. I believe one of the fights from the last episode is still going on.
It's a new module.
But your support has meant the world to us, and all of your comments and your likes and your subscribes, just to show that people appreciate things that aren't the dragon game, makes me personally very happy. We will be back in January, tanned, rested, and ready, as Richard Nixon once said, and we will see you then. Goodbye, internet friends.
Goodbye.
Patreons, stick around for Last Call of Cthulhu.
Pants.
Pants!
Pants.
They're not pants.
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 They're abominations.
I see the pants!
Oh no. Take a